LeBron James have revamped their roster, trading for center Walker Kessler. They also extended him for 4 years. They signed shooting guard Quentin Grimes for 4 years, forward Sandro Mamukilishvili for 4 years, and added point guard Colin Sexton on a 2-year deal.
SportsCenter is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio's Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Blitz. 2 decades on the radio, Jason Minix. 2 decades on TV, Joe Reinagle. 2 San Antonio sports voices you've trusted for years. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
On a hump day!
Hump day!
Hump day!
Hump day!
Happy hump day, everybody. Hope you're having a great Wednesday out there, whatever you're doing, however you're doing it. Thanks for making us a part of your day here on the Blitz. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. My name is Joe Reinagle. That young man is Jason Minix. You having a good Wednesday, Minix?
No. I mean, I'm ready to talk about the moves that the Spurs are making. Instead, Brian Wright is giving us
crickets.
not a damn thing to talk
Not
about.
a damn thing to talk about. And all the potential targets that we have been talking about have been signed by other teams.
Well, not all of them.
Well, except for that old dude. What's his name?
LeBron?
Yeah, that guy.
It's still a possibility.
I know it's a possibility.
And I'm trying, not to get overly excited about the idea of LeBron coming to San Antonio, partly because I don't know. But the longer it takes, the more it makes sense. The news that has trickled out today when it comes to LeBron James does make it feel more and more like a possibility.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Well, yesterday I was at 2%. Let's go to 4. Now, granted, I mean, there are a lot of basketball reasons why you say LeBron James would work here. But then you think about this Spurs organization. Would they want that circus? The idea that he's apparently hired a film crew to document his final year in the NBA. Apparently he's going to have one more year. All of that screams no. That's not what San Antonio does as an organization. But then he's willing to play for the vet minimum, which is under $4 million. How do you turn down LeBron if he's only $4 million?
It's real easy to say no thank you.
Dude.
How about that?
Dude, if you can get a LeBron James for $4 million, I mean, not 40, 4. Even if he wanted 10 M's like Aaron Rodgers, whatever the case, I mean, there are a lot of reasons why you would want a LeBron James. And I think yesterday the idea of it kind of felt like, well, he isn't going to choose us anyway, so screw that. You know, he's going to Golden State. Well, all these other deals getting done so quickly over breakfast today, the Lakers doing a lot of work, but in reality, maybe that Golden State talk was just that. It's not done. If LeBron James wants to finish with a ring, does San Antonio give him the best chance to do that? That is the question LeBron and his camp have to answer. The question really is, does Brian Wright and Mitch Johnson want to deal with the stuff that comes along with bringing in a LeBron James?
Well, those are all good questions, and I'd rather not. Obviously, I've made my feelings pretty clear on it.
Yep.
But I seem to be in the minority, at least amongst the radio station people that are on the radio here. Had this conversation with Rob Thompson a little bit earlier. He's all for it. Again, I mean, we're kind of down to the bottom of the barrel, are we not?
Well,
When you're no, sincerely, because everybody else the Spurs had been targeting have been signed. The only guy that's still out there is Rui Hachimura.
Package deal with LeBron.
Well, it could be, but here's the problem. It's been reported today that the Spurs don't want to sign anybody over 2 years. Now, if I'm a free agent and I want to go to a team and get paid and play, I'm certainly not wanting to sign just a 2-year deal. And so I think the Spurs are handcuffing themselves if that's the case, if that report is absolutely true. Now, with LeBron James, that makes perfect sense because, well, that's all you're going to get.
Yeah.
But again,
Again.
There's no guarantee that bringing LeBron here. I mean, everybody seems to think LeBron automatic banner in the Frost Bank Center.
I think we all know there are no guarantees.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about everybody in Twitterville, everybody all over the place. You bring LeBron here, it's automatic championship.
I don't know anybody that says automatic, but it increases your chances, right? And on our YouTube page that you can get to through sasportstar.com, I appreciate you guys watching and commenting there. Fred, who's generally really smart, so this might be a fake Fred, says you forgot the Spurs signed Ingram and David Jones-Garcia to two-way contracts. No, the key word we said was outside free agents. And sure, a couple of two-way offers for guys that are going to be at the end of the bench again. That's not what we're talking about. When you start free agent.
Well, Austin has to have some players.
Well, that's true. But when free agency starts, those aren't the kind of guys that you get excited about. It's the outside free agents that you're able to bring in, that you can add to take a team that was in the NBA Finals, and are they the pieces that can help them take that next step?
Well, and again, the only reason they did that is because now they're restricted free agents. If somebody offers them a contract, the Spurs can match.
Yep.
If that happens. So that's the only reason you do that. And so, look, those guys, the Spurs want to hang on to them. They think they've got some potential, and I get that, and that's cool. But again, the Spurs need some rebounding help. They need some shooting help. All Rui Hachimura would add to that. Now, he's not the greatest of rebounders. I get that. But the man can shoot. And I think it would be a good addition. The only problem I see, if that report is true, I'm not sure that if I had an offer, say, from, I don't know, Phoenix, 4-year deal, I'd probably pick Phoenix over San Antonio.
This is the time of year where you might hear somebody say, it's not about the money. And you know damn well it's all about the money.
Of course.
I mean, who was I reading? The dude from Detroit, interested in Sacramento. Nobody's interested in Sacramento unless they are going to overpay, right? He's interested in the money that Sacramento's offering. He's not choosing, you know where I really want to live? Sacramento.
No, said nobody ever.
And you know, and the same could be said for some of them about San Antonio. I mean, I'm not oblivious to San Antonio as a city and a free agent destination for, you know, somebody in their mid-20s that's a gazillionaire, right? I get it. There are some people that are going to say, man, lifestyle in San Antonio, not for me. Cool, I'm with you. If you're LeBron James.
Who has said that before, by the way? There's nothing to do in San Antonio, I think is the quote, or thereabout.
Yeah, no, that's what he said about Memphis.
No. It was San Antonio. There's nothing to do in San Antonio.
If you're 42 and your wife is going to stay in L.A., there's no better place for him to go than San Antonio. He won't get in trouble here.
He's not going to get in trouble anywhere.
Well, you don't know that.
LeBron?
Sure.
Come on.
Well, I mean.
Unless he goes to the Angry Elephant, maybe.
I mean, look, if you need a gilf, you know, LeBron at least is now in that demo, age-wise.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I could take him there or Picks or somewhere. You know, we'd have a hell of a time.
You would not take him to Picks. You don't want that competition.
Well, you know.
You don't want that competition.
I was a big hit there.
You still are.
Well, probably so.
And break a hip. Big hit.
I don't understand what the Spurs are doing, and if they're waiting on somebody. I know that Jalen Duren is still out there. Jalen Duren, though, kind of disappeared in the playoffs for Detroit. But again, he's a big dude. It would be an addition. Wouldn't mind that. Hashimura's out there as well. But you got Mamu, who's been signed. The Lakers have went nuts today. And so please don't tell me that this LeBron thing caught them by surprise. Oh, LeBron's leaving? What are we going to do? This has been planned for weeks.
Are you kidding?
For weeks.
Yeah.
LeBron didn't leave L.A. L.A. kicked him out the door.
Uh-huh.
That's exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Bronny has earned that.
LeBron broke up with them.
No, that didn't happen that way.
Well, that's the hallmark story they're trying to tell us.
That's what they...
He made the decision, which we all know is BS.
It is BS.
Yep.
Because of what they're doing today. I mean, they're completely going nuts. And this Walker Kessler deal has been debated, and they probably overpaid for this dude, but it was a need for them. They had to get some big guys. Look at what the Lakers did today. and why they did what they did today. Wemby. It's exactly why they added the pieces that they added today for Victor Wembanyama.
You know, it really does feel like, everybody but, Portland and, maybe Minnesota, they're going after bigs now.
Yep.
Wemby changing the game in that way. The Spurs, they haven't done anything. The question is why. And you could look at it, are they still one of the 8 to 10 teams trying to get Jaylen Brown? Because clearly they don't have to do anything to be able to add in LeBron James if he truly is willing to play for the vet minimum, which, again, I have a hard time believing. But is there lack of movement because they're in on the Jaylen Brown deal? Although I don't know why I was thinking this free agency period would be different than what would be normal. Spurs, big splash players, the first day of free agency doesn't happen. It's like the Cowboys. Free agency starts, all right, call me in 2 days when they're at the dollar store, right? The Spurs are typically going to add guys like a Kelly Olynyk, and you wonder why, and then their production, and you go, well, why? Because they don't shop on days like this. They aren't going to overpay for anybody.
Well, they're not going to do that. That's why I don't think they're in the Jaylen Brown sweepstakes, although Shams is saying there's 8 to 10 teams who are negotiating there, and that Boston wants a haul for them. I can't imagine that. It just is very un-Spurs-like to go out and do something like that with a Jaylen Brown. I don't think that's going to happen. And again, they're looking 2 years down the road, which baffles me in a lot of ways. There are so many moves that can be made between now and 2 years from now when Steph Castle is due for a contract. That I don't know why you're planning this year against 2 years from now.
It feels like Steven and Jerry always talking about the 5-year plan.
Yes.
And every year the 5-year clock starts over. What the hell are you doing? What about this year? Squirrel, they just showed Rory at Wimbledon. He's wearing his Masters green jacket.
Yes.
They're going through all the celebrities that are at the tennis match. And Rory's wearing his Masters green jacket, which I love.
I think it's great. I'd wear that thing everywhere.
Everywhere you
I'd
go.
go to HEB in that thing.
Yeah?
Are you kidding me?
Everywhere you go.
Everywhere. It's kind of like a Hall of Fame jacket. You think I wouldn't have that thing on every day? I'd be wearing it.
Every day.
Every single day.
It'd be like Joe's robe.
That's damn right it would be. I'd walk around naked in that thing. Are you kidding me?
Oh, God. Why would you?
I like it naked.
Why
And spicy.
would you say that?
Spicy and naked.
Why not?
Screw it.
Exactly. Thank you, Wemby. Screw it. The hell with it. Well,
everybody's reaction when they see Joe naked.
every team in the NBA, just about, has done something today. The Spurs have not. We'll get you updated on what's been happening in the free agent frenzy around the NBA today when we continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
America is having the biggest birthday party ever.
250 years old.
That's like a lot of candles. And you can't have the best birthday party without the best fireworks. Mr. W Fireworks has everything you need to make America's 250th totally unforgettable.
The lowest prices around.
Seriously, nobody beats them.
Nobody.
No sneaky fees, no crazy markups. Just awesome fireworks at real low prices. And go to MrWFireworks.com to find a location near you. Mr. W Fireworks.
Because 250 only happens once.
This summer, the Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich and Pineapple Dragon Fruit and Sprite are back at Chick-fil-A.
Let me tell you about the Pineapple Dragon Fruit and Sprite. It's bright, it's bubbly, it's back.
The Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich, it's so rich, and you can choose between the original or the spicy filet.
Ooh, boy.
And then you got those pickled jalapenos tucked right under the filet, and then just to top it all off, you've got a little honey drizzle right on top.
Okay, now I'm a pimento fan.
And I'm feeling the dragon fruit.
Which fan favorite will you choose? Real customers paid for their testimonials.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you can put your sports IQ to work on the games you know best. It's not you against the house. It's you participating in a live market. Buy or sell your predictions all game long. Trade every play with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
All right, step up. If you really know the Rangers, this is your game on Rangers Game Day. Make your call in the morning huddles, Ranger Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger who takes one deep. He hits one, you're in. Ranger tickets. He hits two. Now we're talking tickets and a hotel stay. Big swings, big rewards. Wake up with the morning huddle and cash in with the morning huddles, Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers. It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe.
You know, people are funny as hell on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. A lot of great comments there, and I don't know. They all try to be comedians.
Do they now?
Yeah, they do, but that's all right. I'm glad you're all there. San Antonio Sports Star YouTube
most
page.
Most of them are there, let's be honest.
You can get there by going to sasportsstar.com. You can like and subscribe once you get there, and you can comment there too. And if you have designs on being a comedian, you can do the same thing.
It's like open mic night.
Hey, that's exactly right, in word form. So very nice. Glad y'all all are here, though. As we discuss the NBA free agency period. And, again, the Spurs have cricket. So you think they all went on vacation?
No, they're waiting for the Old Navy sale.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's time, is it not?
Well, let's see. You go typically this time of year, you go by Old Navy and get your patriotic T-shirt. And you were talking about dollar flip-flops. Do they still have those?
I don't know whether I used to go there every year and buy like 10 pair. You know, obviously for $10.
Yeah, because they don't last.
No, they would break.
And
so, but then you had 9 more.
Yeah,
and you
but
go
then
through
8
it.
more.
Usually would last you through the summer.
Yeah,
for $10.
It's a possibility.
Yeah.
You know, as we gear up for 4th of July weekend, I had a dude hit me up on Twitter that said, "What would you say to the idea of me providing you a brisket? You do the prep and the grilling. My barbecuing days are long gone, and you have a Traeger. I don't." Dude's literally asking me to make his brisket.
Was there an offer for money?
No.
Well,
if he would have started with, I got $1,000. Will you make a brisket for me if I provide the meat?
Well,
I'd have said sure.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'll do it tonight.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not tonight. Well, maybe. I mean,
for $1,000, dude.
Yeah, bring the brisket by.
I'd leave the radio station right now and start cooking that thing.
I mean, how do you respond to that other than ha 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 ha?
Exactly. Well, look, if you don't ask, you don't know. I mean, you might have said yes.
I might have. I mean, you bring the brisket, I'll make a brisket. I'll cut you off a couple slices and then take it to the party I'm going to on Saturday. That would work.
Perhaps. I don't think that's his idea of what he wants to do.
He just, wants me to start a catering company.
Well, sure.
What would you charge somebody? And not that I'm going to do this, but just out of curiosity. I mean, because I've had other friends like, hey, can I bring this over? But not a brisket, just other things. But, dude, normally that's for fun, right? If I've already got something going. But I wasn't planning on a brisket this weekend.
Well, I'm just saying, so you typically what's a brisket, 12, 16 hours, somewhere in that area?
Yeah, well, I mean, prep time and everything else. I mean, it's 12 to 16 hours on the smoker, and then you got to let it rest.
Exactly. So if you're charging the guy, I don't know, $50 an hour?
$50 an hour.
Why not?
As long as I'm still cheaper than, I don't know, say going and buying a fully cooked brisket from, say, Pinkerton's or Burnt Bean, I'd be in pretty good shape.
Well, I agree.
I mean, because what's the brisket price right now at a about $25-30 a pound?
Uncooked, yeah.
No, cooked. Like
cooked.
if you go to a good brisket spot, because I ain't making a bad brisket, you go to a good spot. I'm proud of mine. You know, it's the Roost Chris of brisket. That's where we going, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
you're probably
okay,
looking
all
at $25, $30 a pound.
Well, isn't that why the guy wants you to make it? Because he thinks you're a good cook? I mean, obviously, why would he ask you otherwise?
Because he knows I have a Traeger and he doesn't.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't offer him a guarantee just in case you screw it up.
Well, I've never screwed one up, but yeah. But I'm with you, right? Like you know, guys got me thinking, like, what would it be worth if you guys? I know there's other people out there that do this and kind of do this for a living. Wouldn't you charge people if they want you to do the briskets?
You know, I don't know, but you're talking about a long time. This is not like cooking a steak on or even ribs.
So according to AI, about $20 to $35 per pound if the cook provides the raw brisket, fuel, and rub. So all right, so $50 a pound. Yeah, bring me a 12-pound brisket, man. I'll get you taken care of.
$50 a pound. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
I mean, and that's before the trimming, right? Bring a 16, 18-pounder because once you trim it up, it's going to be about 12 pounds. And then when you cook it, probably down to 6 to 8 pounds, right?
Now, and not to throw you under the bus or anything, but where does it say $50 a pound there?
Well, no, he's 20 to 35.
Okay,
I go 50.
Oh, I see.
Yes,
Okay, all right. I'm just wondering.
Yeah, well, because I'm adding in the rubs and the pellets, all of that.
Your expertise. I mean, it's not
time.
Anybody could throw in pellets and a Traeger, but it's that expertise.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what you pay for.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, when you go to a restaurant,
my love and care.
You expect the chef to take care of it and cook it the right way.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm charging at least $50 a pound.
Although, wait a minute, I just went from $1,000 to $500 real quick.
Well, you did.
Yeah,
so.
Screw that. Let's go back up to 1,000.
I'd throw it out there and see if he bites.
All right.
What the hell?
Sure.
And I'll do the rest of the show by myself.
Yeah, man, if you bring a brisket by the station by 6, I'll have it ready by Saturday.
There you go.
Sure.
All right.
Or you'll never hear from me again. One of the two. We have security here. They can't get in.
Well, that's very true.
Got to get by Mighty Iris.
That's not easy to do.
No.
Not at all.
No.
Oh, my goodness. Lots happening in the NBA today, without a doubt. And I tell you what, it's interesting because I'm carrying my phone all over the place today. I didn't go anywhere at the house without it because of all the notifications going off and the big little red E that pops up on my phone. And there was a lot of stuff there. Obviously, the Lakers have gone nuts. I mean, completely nuts. Walker Kessler, they get him. They sign him to a deal. Quentin Grimes, Mamu, Colin Sexton, all of these guys. And again, the Walker Kessler deal and the Mamukilishvili deal is all for one Victor Wembanyama.
You know, it really is. And you think about the Lakers wanting to stay in the mix with what they've added to go around Luka and Austin Reeves that they have committed to. I mean, you think about over $400 million they have committed to a couple of players this offseason the Lakers have because they're the Lakers. They want to be in the mix. Even then, do you think about the Lakers and how they match up against San Antonio and Oklahoma City?
Well, I think now they match up a lot better. If you've got a healthy Luka, I mean, we all saw what he did in Dallas pretty much single-handedly, taking that team to the NBA Finals. And so, if he's still one of the best players in the NBA offensively. He doesn't know how to spell defense, but offensively, he's one of the best. And so you've got him to start with. Austin Reeves, if he lives up to expectations, and then now you've got some defense behind them. And I think what the Lakers did, even though they're going all in now because they're kind of screwed for the next several years. But hey, you got to like what they did. LeBron leaves, they go out, they revamp this thing, and I think they will be contenders.
I mean, they're certainly keeping themselves in the mix. You look at some other, like Dean Wade. For a brief second, you thought maybe San Antonio. He's leaving Cleveland, going to Philadelphia. Marcus Smart is going to the Rockets. Norm Powell going to Chicago. Mitchell Robinson might be one of the bigger surprises from the Knicks to the Celtics. Obviously, that dude played a big role in what happened to the Spurs in the NBA Finals. To me, that one's like, I'm surprised he's leaving. And to go to the Celtics, for the Knicks fans, that's pretty big.
Well, it is, but I don't think they could keep him anyway, just money-wise. And Boston needed a big fellow like that and a guy that's, to me, a hustler. I mean, we saw what he did in the finals. He was a big key to the Knicks getting that championship trophy. And so I like the guy offensively, and he damn sure can't hit a free throw.
No.
But he's a rebounding machine, and he can play defense. And so Boston felt like that was worth it to them. It will be interesting to see what happens there. And, of course, Boston's still up in the air because of Jaylen Brown. What are you going to do with him? Reading stuff today, Jason, it's like most teams around the NBA feel like the Celtics are asking too much for Jaylen Brown. And that's why they're not getting many hits on him. And so I don't know if they're going to come down if they decide to do that. Is it something that they absolutely have to do? I kind of think it is now. I think there's too much water over the bridge right now when it comes to the relationship between Brown and the Celtics. And it's going to be interesting to see as this thing drags on with Jaylen Brown, where he ends up and what happens.
I'm just ready to see something for San Antonio, an outside free agent. And I don't want to just another warm body showing up. Not trying to bag on Kelly Olynyk, but I don't want another one of those. Some of these names that we've been thinking about and trying to figure out, does it work? And Rui is the big one, I think. And he was the first to be linked to San Antonio, which is a little surprising. Granted, he's still available. But when you hear that many days out about a player and a rumor and a team, you kind of feel like, all right, well, that's one that would get knocked out pretty quick as soon as free agency opens. And the fact that it hasn't. And, Jaylen Brown, is that a holdup if the Spurs truly are in the mix? Is that handcuffing them a little bit on what they can possibly do, or depending on who would be involved in the trade, would they need to replace somebody that's getting traded? So maybe then Rui wouldn't be the possibility. This is where the speculation begins, because if they do this, what are the domino effects there? If they do that, how do the dominoes fall, depending on which move is made? And the fact that they haven't done anything tells me they have several plates that are spinning right now to figure out which one is going to fall first. Or
they just weren't willing to pay the price that some of these guys got from other teams.
Well, there's that.
And that could very well be it, because I think some of these guys that have been signed naturally probably had some interest, or the Spurs had some interest in them, and they were just offered more. And I think that could very well happen with Hachimura if the Spurs, the reports of them that they don't want to sign anybody past 2 years are true. And I think that certainly handcuffs the Spurs quite a bit. And if that's the case, as much as I don't like it or wouldn't want to see it necessarily, LeBron James may be the only option. The problem with that is he's going to have a lot of options to choose from.
He is, although, again, reading the tea leaves and what's being reported from those that are close to LeBron, he wants a chance at a championship. He's willing to play for the vet minimum. Now, playing for a championship, I believe. Playing for the vet minimum, I have a hard time believing LeBron James is going anywhere for the vet minimum. But he also apparently has a TV deal in the works to have a film crew following him all the way around. So if he is selling that story and his documentary rights, he's going to more than make money-wise what he would get from an NBA salary. So it's easy for him to say, yeah, I'm going to make my money in TV. I don't need to make it from an NBA salary. And I don't want my salary to be a reason I can't come play for you and have a chance to go out on top, because, look, it's the Hollywood ending, right? Even though he is leaving Hollywood to be able to go do it. For LeBron James, if he were to come to San Antonio and win a championship and then walk away, and very few players win a championship and retire. If he's got a documentary crew Is that not an indication this is his final year?
I would say yes. Makes sense.
And then if it's San Antonio, again, we're going all Hollywood here, the passing of the torch to Wemby.
Why does Wemby need a passing of the torch?
Does Wemby need it? No. Does LeBron need it? But you always kind of you have a passing of the torch from one face of the league to the other. They go out as teammates. I would buy LeBron to San Antonio a lot more if Greg Popovich were still the head coach. But again, I'm trying to talk myself into it or not. I don't know, but it seems to make sense. And the longer it takes, the more it makes sense, especially with no movement from the San Antonio Spurs.
Well, it's going to be interesting because LeBron's got no timeline. I mean, he can take his time. He can make this thing go on, and as long as he wants to.
And again, as the vet minimum guy, no team is going to be like, well, we spent all our money. We can't find $4 million into couch cushions. So if he is truly playing for minimum dollars, it's not like anybody's holding up their offseason plans to wait on a decision from LeBron James.
LeBron James certainly does not need the money. The one thing that you can say about that guy, he's been very responsible with his money. He's invested wisely. He's got outside business interests. And so that guy's he's a billionaire, and he doesn't need the money. But again,
all rich people need more money.
If you are a LeBron James who has been the face of the league for the last 20-plus years, yeah, I mean, it is a lot like Aaron Rodgers. You don't want to play for free. So I'm with you. He says he'll take the vet minimum. Is that absolutely set in stone? And that remains to be seen. We're going to talk a lot of NBA basketball, that is for sure. As things break, if they do, we've kind of had a lull, I'll be honest with you. It was busy this morning and now kind of a lull.
It's lunchtime on the West Coast. The Lakers are tired.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Lakers, I think, are done. They have shot their shot, and that's about it, I think, for them. Who knows? If something else breaks, we'll certainly bring it to you. When we come back, though, we'll switch gears for just a minute, talk to our good buddy RJ Ochoa, bloggingtheboys.com. We'll do that when we continue here on The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know, Team USA plays tonight. You're looking for a place to go watch the game. You know you want to get into the Rue Pub there at 281 and Redland Road because you know the Rue Pub is the best place to go watch any big game, any big event. And it's also steak night. It's a Wednesday, so you get in and get one of the great steaks there for $19.95 with all the fixings, the sides. Great 12-ounce ribeye. And, of course, Team USA playing tonight. And if you're not in the mood for a steak, you know the food at the Rue Pub is fantastic. They have the biggest and best wings in town. Love the fried shrimp over there. They have about 15 different burgers on the menu. Incredible. The great hot dogs, the salads, the appetizers, all wonderful. And that kitchen is open late every day with the full menu available. So when you need a late-night meal, don't go to drive-thru. Get into the Rue Pub there at 281 and Redland Road. If you're heading down to the coast this weekend, don't forget about the Rue Pub in Rockport. And they're also having a big fishing tournament next Saturday, July 11th. Get all the details online or on social media with the Ingram Bar Group, especially if you are a fisher and you want to be involved in that fishing tournament. It's going to be a lot of fun. The Rue Pub, great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch a game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Rue Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Rue.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
Dave Ramsey here, and I love my Connecticut water softener. Right now, with the purchase of a Connecticut water softener, you receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink, complete with a color fixture to match your kitchen. That means cleaner, better tasting water for coffee, cooking, ice, and everyday drinking. The Connecticut K5 drinking water station removes up to 99% of many contaminants and can be customized for your home. So instead of buying bottled water or wondering wondering what's really coming out of your tap, you get cleaner, great-tasting water right where you use it most. A Connecticut runs on energy from your water flow, which means no electricity, no timer, and no computer that can break. With its twin-tank system, you get soft water 24/7. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country for a free water test at 210-656-PURE. And tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
ConnecticutSA.com.
License number 38961. At the Institute for Functional Health, we are dedicated to helping you live life fully, playing with your kids, golfing, and feeling great without relying on pills. We're not about treating symptoms temporarily. We're about extending your health span, the years you live in good health. I'm Dr. Torres, and for over a decade, my team has transformed lives by tackling health issues at the root. Tired of medications without real answers? Take control of your health with us. Call 210-468-1891 for a free Discovery Day consultation or visit IFFhealth.com. Improve your health span today.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy. Pretty much hands off, They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. Optima Tax Relief. Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Sometimes in this business, Jason, surprises happen, and they're really good surprises. Cheeseburgers.
Cheeseburgers.
Fries.
In paradise.
Fantastic stuff. This is The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinigle. He's Jason Minix.
Now, the boss walks in with dudes with burgers. We're like, all right, what do we have there? And it's called Chuz Burgers.
Chuz.
The wrapping is very interesting. Harley and Isaac joining us here in studio. You bring burgers and you find yourself on the radio. I know you weren't expecting this, but welcome on to The Blitz, boys.
Thanks for having us.
What is Chuz Burgers and where are you guys at?
All right, so Chuz.
Keep talking, I'm eating.
Chuz Burgers was created out of chaos.
Out of chaos?
Out of chaos.
All right.
This is a burger spot that we created, and it's built for chaos, and it's flavored with no filter. So it's something different for San Antonio.
Now, when you say chaos, what exactly are you talking about? How did this start? You say chaos. Everybody wants to know.
Right. Chaos is no rules.
Okay,
no
gotcha,
rules.
gotcha.
So, yes, we do have specific burgers on the menu, but you can go in and create whatever you want with the toppings of the other one and just mix and match. And do stuff like
gotcha.
That.
Okay.
Yeah, so all the different types of burgers that we have some really fun ones like the dip. So that's a really fun one. The dip, yeah.
Wait,
so,
explain it to him.
Yeah, you got to explain that.
What's the
about
dip?
To say that. Yeah, so it's just a classic double patty, double cheese burger with some bacon on it. But then you get served house-made queso, and then your choice of either Takis or Cool Ranch Doritos. So you can dip your burger in the queso, then cover it in your Takis or your Doritos, and then eat it like that. So it gives a great crunch to your burger, adds extra more cheese to it, and just makes it fantastic.
It's the flavors out of this world.
Now that sounds delicious,
Yeah.
except for maybe.
Yeah. No, hang on, because you knows I was about to bust his balls for this.
Yes.
What do you think about a guy? Talk with your mouth full on the radio.
That's right.
What do you think about a guy who gets a bacon cheeseburger and then says no bacon?
Wow.
So there's two things.
So do you like quesadillas with no cheese?
You don't have to be nice to him.
Well, yeah. So there's
right?
two things. Are you American? And
Yes.
then,
Yes, I am.
And then the second one is.
The second one is, are you sure?
Are you sure?
Well, see, everything else you said about the queso and the dip and all of that, it sounds great. I can I request no bacon?
You can always request no bacon.
Okay.
But is it that you don't like flavored bacon?
No, it's not that. I love bacon.
Okay.
I just don't like them on my burgers.
Okay.
I know I'm weird, but
I mean,
it's
your
a
words, not
religious
mine.
thing with him about mixing cow and pig.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? But he will order a bacon burger. He likes a bacon wrapped hot dog, but he doesn't want a bacon
It's pork
burger.
and pork. What
Yeah,
if
yeah.
it's a beef hot dog and bacon?
that'd probably be okay
Well,
too.
he wouldn't know the difference.
He wouldn't.
He
Yeah,
wouldn't know the difference.
But I like all the other stuff that you in the dip burger.
Maybe it has to do with the hot dog being wrapped in bacon.
That's probably what it is. It's
Maybe
still
it
just
is.
one solid
Yeah.
thing. It's
Again,
not
it makes
layered.
no sense.
And maybe you could wrap the bacon
Who
around the
doesn't
patty.
want
Around the patty.
Bacon makes everything better.
A bacon wrapped bun. Let's do that next.
There you go.
We could try that next
That
time.
might work.
It's chaos. There you
It's
go.
chaos.
It
There's
is
no
chaos.
rules, right?
Now,
no rules.
We were in what was it? Arizona one time at Texas Rangers spring training, and they took a burger and a dog and mixed it all together and sold it. That was a really good idea that was poorly executed.
Oh, yeah.
But if you guys can come up with a better way of doing that, because it sounded delicious until we ate it, it was a disaster.
I don't see why we couldn't do something.
You guys could come up with that.
We'll try it.
Yeah.
We'll talk.
Well, that's what I love about you guys. It sounds like we can come up with any kind of crazy idea, and you might try it and put it on the menu.
Like there's this other burger that we have called the snake bite burger.
Oh, wow.
It's fantastic.
Snake bite.
Okay.
Snake bite, yeah. So it's got our spicy homemade snake bite sauce, which is like kind of like a spicy mayo remoulade, but a little bit different, a little bit more kick to it. But then it's got a jalapeno bacon jam on it as well. That is
Bacon jam.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, jalapeno
Wait,
bacon
would
jam.
you try that?
I would try that. Yeah.
All right, so
Because
that's
it's
bacon,
not
and
bacon.
then burger.
Yeah.
Well, it's,
But it tastes like bacon, maybe a little.
a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's like a sweet heat
It's
jam.
sweet.
Okay, I
And
can
then you
do
get
that.
fresh
I
cut
can do that.
jalapenos,
Yeah.
then burger and cheese, and it is killer.
Awesome.
Can you get walking bacon? If he doesn't want the bacon on the burger, can you get it on the side and just have
Yes.
like
yeah.
walking bacon?
Yes.
So
Yes.
he could give it to you.
That's
Or
the
I could
idea.
just eat it by itself. See,
No.
I love bacon.
No,
but I
no,
just,
this dude said no bacon. And you know damn well it's factored into the price. So we paid more for the burger and didn't even get it on the side.
So that's when he would just get the OG because you don't need bacon.
Nothing in it.
Well, there you go. And I'm
I'm
trying
playing
this
and dry
thing,
like he's
and
an
it's-
8-year-old.
I
and
think
it's
that's
really
the one.
good.
That's the one you're having right now.
That's
The
the
OG.
OG.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
delicious, by the way.
Yeah, there's no bacon on my
travels well.
burger. It did.
It did.
This
It
burger
did.
did travel
It's
very
fantastic.
well.
Yeah, because you guys are. Tell us where you're at.
Hardy Oak
Okay.
in Stone Oak area.
Yeah, right by Lopez Elementary School, I believe, or middle school,
Right.
one of the two. But we're right over by there.
And you
So-
guys just opened up, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
June 9th was our soft opening.
Okay.
Our grand opening party is actually next week on July 8th.
All right.
We have doors open at 11 a.m. for that. We're doing a ribbon cutting ceremony at
Ooh,
10:30 if you
tell
guys
them we're
want to
gonna
be there
raffle
for
off.
that. And this is the cool part about it. We're actually raffling off for free. You just got to show up. You can get an entry for it. We're doing a full custom e-bike.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
so we're
yeah.
doing a full Chuz vinyl wrapped e-bike for free that you can come out and have a chance to win.
Dumb question.
cool.
Is Chuz like a local chain? Is this a national chain that's just coming
It
here?
is a local chain that we
100%
hope to
created
take
here.
national.
national in the long
Yes.
run. Yep.
So
Yes.
how did the name Chuz come about?
Oh, that was directly with the owner.
Yeah. Okay.
He travels everywhere. He goes a lot of places. He came to us one day. He's like, I wanted to be called Chuz. Like, is there a meaning? He's like, there's this character. I want you to build it. It's furry. I want it to be an alien. I want the planet to be Chuzar. I'm like, all right, we'll run with it. So we have a full story about it. If you go to the store, you'll see on the wall the story of Chuz.
What was the sobriety level of this guy when he came up with this?
We don't ask that to the boss, right? We take his word for it and we run with it. We don't ask questions. But yeah, I mean, everyone can check it out. Chuzz.com, CHUZZ.com, Chuzz.com. Check it out. It's really good. We have the only location open right now is Hardy Oak, and then we're going to open one in 281 in Bitters.
Yep. That one opens the week of July 15th. That's what we're hoping to have our soft opening for that one, with our grand opening party for that being in early August for that.
Well, that's awesome.
They're fantastic.
Guys,
Oh yeah, it's a good
burgers.
burger, man.
You gotta try the rest.
Yeah, we like I said, the meat that we use is a butcher's blend between chuck, sirloin, and top, which is fantastic. And then we all use natural sharp cheddar cheese. All the veggies are cut fresh daily in house. All the sauces are made in house. The queso's made in house. We don't mess around with quality ingredients. So
outstanding.
Yeah, no, that's really other stuff on the menu, or you guys have
yeah,
burger?
Yeah, so we're mostly burgers, so we have 5 core burgers on the menu plus a kids menu. But then for sides, we have our French fries, which you guys have. We have hand battered onion rings as well.
Oh, wow.
And then we also have our chaos fries, which are going to be our order of our fries, topped off with our snake bite sauce, the queso, and then chopped up bacon and a chopped up burger on it. So almost like a chopped cheese and French fry form. That's what you're going to get. It's so good. And then we have, for drinks, we have Pepsi products, but then we also have purple and red Kool-Aid, because everyone loves Kool-Aid, and you never say, you don't say grape or fruit punch, you say red or purple.
Yep, red or purple. Yep.
And then we have,
I should have brought it for you guys.
And then one of the best things
bad.
about it is we have hand-scooped milkshakes.
Oh.
So we don't have
nice.
it, it's not pre-brought in as
Correct.
a mix, and we do it. We hand-scoop everyone to order, and then we add the different kinds of elements to it, toppings, milk, everything, and we hand-blend them. They're fantastic, man.
It sounds fantastic. Again, tell everybody where you're at again.
So we're gonna be so it's Chuz Burgers on Hardy Oak.
Hardy Oak
and Stone Oak.
Okay.
That's where we're at.
Hardy Oak and Stone Oak.
Uh-huh.
All right.
And
Are
soon
you guys open 7 days a week? Or
Open 7 days a week.
7 days a week.
Yep. And
All right.
we're come on by, tell them that you heard about us on the radio, and
Absolutely.
we'll love to see you guys. You'll get a great welcome when you walk in. It's something that we really like to do, make people feel like family. So
really quick, if they buy combos, they get tickets for the raffle.
Yep. So
nice.
before
Okay.
the party, before the grand opening party on the 8th, you can come in. Any combo you buy. So if you have a family of 5, come in, buy 5 combos. You get 5 tickets towards that e-bike.
Outstanding.
Yeah,
Very
so-
nice.
Can't wait to
guys,
come by there.
Congratulations on
Yeah.
getting
Thank
this
you.
open. And thanks for bringing
one
lunch.
more time. It's just CHUZZ, Chuz.com.
Yep.
And look us up. Look us up on Google, on Maps,
Social media,
social, Chuz, burgers. We're there.
Chuz.
We're there.
I appreciate lunch, fellas.
Chuz.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
guys.
Harley, Isaac, thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate
Thank you guys. Enjoy
Appreciate
them.
it.
Yeah, thank you so
See
much.
everybody there?
Yep.
Outstanding.
You know, it's interesting because some guys walk in, they've got cheeseburgers and fries, and or delaying RJ Ochoa, who
What?
doesn't get one. But RJ's used to being second fiddle to a lot of things. The great RJ Ochoa joining us here on the Buyers Barricades guest line. RJ, appreciate your patience, my friend.
Of course. Appreciate you saying I'm used to being second fiddle. That's the truth.
It's really too bad you don't get one of these cheeseburgers, I'll be honest with you.
I'm working on getting in so I can see them. Before I do, blindly describe it to me.
Blindly describe it to you. Well, it's got two patties. It's fully loaded. It's got cheese on top, and it's delicious.
It's a good burger.
I once had a burger where the buns grilled cheese sandwiches. So like each bun was a grilled cheese. I think that's something that's worth exploring to hold a burger of this variety.
It's not that, but and if you can see this, you're watching on YouTube. Although I don't have much left. Good burger. Doesn't taste like a fast food burger.
Yeah, no, not at all. It tastes like Grandma used to make. You know what I mean?
Hey,
No.
well, Joe, last week or 2 weeks ago, you were complaining about a burger. I mean, you
That had
seem to have a
bacon
bit of
on
an
it.
addiction here.
Yeah, no, we
so-
went through this with the guys because they've got a burger that has bacon, and Joe was like, "I don't want that."
No, I was complaining about a chain, a popular chain here that screwed my order completely. You remember
I'm just
that?
saying, as delicious as these sound and look, there are other foods in the world. You know, like you can eat other things besides hamburgers.
There's nothing
But, you
better
know,
than a
are
good
you
cheeseburger.
5?
Well, I mean,
Okay.
look, I get
Mentally, yes.
I mean, well, he likes it plain out. Like Pledge is over there trying to pick off every onion from his burger because he hates onions, which seems so un-American. But
imagine hating a condiment like onions or tomatoes. I don't know anybody who would feel that way about anything.
I'm allergic to tomatoes. It's very much a love-hate. I mean, you've read about this parasite that's causing explosive diarrhea. Well, that's a tomato to me, so that's why I don't eat them. You just kind of go with that. RJ, let's talk a little bit of Cowboys. I was, it is that time of year where you get all kinds of weird stories. ESPN has had an article drop yesterday about grading everybody's offseason. And quite frankly, they give the Cowboys a C+. I think the Cowboys have had a hell of an offseason. I'm surprised C+. I disagree with a lot of what I read here on ESPN on why they were given such a grade, but what was your opinion, I trust that you've seen this, on the Cowboys C+ report card?
Yeah, Seth Walder put this together, really, really bright mind, somebody who isn't, a hot take ombudsman or anything like that. And so I think that's why I was a little shocked. I mean, the logic at play in the article was based on losing Osa Odighizuwa. That was kind of the biggest penalty. I would offer that was necessary because the Cowboys needed a third-round pick, which became Jason Barham because of what Seth said was his favorite move of the offseason, which was retaining George Pickens. That was where the Cowboys' original third-round pick went. I think that multiple things can be true, and I think for us as Cowboys fans, we feel like they smashed it out of the park. It's like Joe with these burgers. His last burger experience was just a disaster. That's what we've been used to from the Cowboys, you know what I'm saying? And so then you get something that is amazing, and it is amazing in and of its own right, but it's like a 10 out of 10 compared to the 0 out of 10 that you were dealing with. So there is some relativity, I think, that matters here. And just because you cleared your own bar doesn't mean you're great relative to NFL standards. But I mean, not to pick on them, but he had the Eagles as number one as far as, his grades and how they were ranked. And they traded away A.J. Brown. So I don't know how you can, pick and choose that way. I think y'all know I am never the guy that cries like, oh, everybody's hating on the Cowboys. But this really did kind of feel like that.
Well, it does kind of feel, and all truth be told, I haven't read the article, and I will do that. I'm just curious, the Rams, were they up there somewhere?
They were. Obviously, you come away with Myles Garrett, and that really helps. But they were behind the Seahawks, which is interesting. I mean, you're talking about, division rivals, and the Seahawks won the Super Bowl. And I think if the three of us had sat down and someone said grade, every offseason, we would have put the Rams well above the Seahawks. And that's just, again, I mean, this is a really analytically minded individual. And so I find it a little, dare I say hot takey, but yeah, I mean, I also think you can't strip away all context as much as you want to. And we obviously the Cowboys chose to do, but they also landed Caleb Downs. Granted, that wasn't fully a decision they made, right? They got a little bit lucky, obviously, that he fell and they were able to trade up one spot to get him. But they gave out, this is not hyperbole, this is not exaggeration, they gave out the biggest deal in free agency that they had given out since Brandon Carr in 2012. And again, let's dunk on the Cowboys from 2013 through 2025. Get behind me. The line starts here. But, that is significant. That exemplifies a clear change and adjustment in disposition. And that has to be worth something. And I don't feel like it was factored into this particular exercise.
RJ Ochoa, bloggingtheboys.com. Real quick, breaking news. The Spurs have signed Tobias Harris to a 2-year, $31 million deal, according to Shams. So, leaving Detroit, coming to San Antonio, the Spurs have finally done something during this free agency period.
And he was one of the names mentioned as one of the targets. And so, Tobias Harris now coming to San Antonio. And obviously, we'll discuss that as we continue on in the show here in just a little bit. But thank God for that.
Well, again, 13 points, 5 rebounds last year. Forward that the Spurs are looking for. So that's a big move. And again, a lot of rumors today speculating that he would end up here in San Antonio, and he does. Free agency period so far, RJ, for the Spurs, very much like the Cowboys. It starts, everybody seems to be doing everything, and then the team you're wanting to do something doesn't. Although now the Spurs have certainly added a nice piece to the roster.
Well, to that end, what has any NBA team done that you feel like the Spurs should have been in on? What are you pouting about?
Well,
not that you're pouting. But.
Nobody's pouting. The Lakers have been the most aggressive. They obviously LeBron James leaves yesterday, and they've gone out and signed 4 guys today. So they're trying to rebuild and make themselves Wemby-proof, actually, is what they're trying to do.
Well, and again, when you look at the deal with John Collins, who ended up in Detroit, You thought he was a guy rumored to come to San Antonio, would certainly fill a need, and he ends up there. Harris is certainly there. I'm still waiting on something to happen with Jaylen Brown, whether he's San Antonio or not, just do something. And then, of course, could LeBron James be closer to his favorite NFL team? Would he end up in San Antonio?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm quite content. I mean, I feel like, this is just where the Spurs are at in their process. I do think the LeBron idea is fun. I think this is the most interested in entertaining it that I've ever been as a Spurs fan. I don't know about you guys, but I think some of that is where the Spurs are, where LeBron is. Like, it feels like he would slot in nicely, and I feel like LeBron wouldn't let happen what we saw happen in the finals, just from a leadership and experience standpoint. That's what I really care about.
Well, and your point well taken, and I think you're right. But Tobias Harris,
I know I'm right.
Well,
I don't need you to think it.
Wow, a little feisty today.
Cocky.
What the heck?
He's mad he didn't get a
pissed off he didn't get a
cheeseburger.
cheeseburger, huh?
Do we call them Chuzzburgers?
Chuzzburgers.
A Chuzzburger.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you guys really call them cheeseburgers? Like, I feel like nobody actually uses that word. Like, you'd be like, "Can I get a cheeseburger?" You sound like a 12-year-old. Like,
Well, what do you do? You ask for a hamburger with cheese, or do you ask for a cheeseburger?
I think I've said the word hamburger like 6 times in my life. That would be number 7. I call them burgers.
All right, you want a burger with cheese, or do you want a cheeseburger? I don't say cheese hamburger.
You asking it that way because I don't want yellow cheese. I want I want pepper jack. I want Monterey Jack. I'll do Swiss cheese before I'll do yellow cheese.
Well, first off, it's called American cheese, so I'm very worried
Or
about
cheddar.
your patriotic self where you are at this point. Yes, cheddar is there, but I think most people, when they refer to yellow cheese, that's the Kraft American slices, which, all right, but you still ask for a cheeseburger, and then you specify which cheese you would like if they offer you a option, right? You don't say, "Give me a pepper jack burger."
No, but if I ordered a burger and it comes with cheese, is that on them? Because I didn't say cheeseburger.
Well, then RJ, they'll ask you if you want cheese.
Yeah, they're trying to upsell you.
No, to Jason's point, you should ask for a cheeseburger. If you don't say I want a cheeseburger and it comes with cheese, then that's on the establishment.
Well, when I go in, and cause they always ask, I say, I want a number whatever, and what, do you want cheese on that? Yeah.
I always order it with cheese. Like, give me a number 7 with cheese.
So that's my point. Then you don't need to call it cheeseburger. You're wasting so much time in your life.
I'm calling it a number 7. I'm not calling it either. But if I went to a place like I just want a burger, I'm going to say cheeseburger. And then they'll say, what kind of cheese?
Given that you each order it with a customized level of cheese, you're being redundant by asking for a cheeseburger.
I'm ensuring that the person on the other side gets it right.
Wait a minute, and RJ's asking us if we're 7?
Look, I'm a man of efficiency, all right?
Yes.
I tell them
No,
exactly
we know you too
burger.
well, man. We know you too well. I've seen you order in restaurants, sir. You take forever.
Look, I'm simple. I also like chicken tenders. I've infamously had some of those myself, but I am very jealous that you guys have had some cheeseburgers. And incidentally enough, that's what's on the menu for our 4th of July weekend to feel appropriately American. And there will be pepper jack cheese for anyone who's curious. There'll be bacon and onion and mushrooms as well, if you're curious.
I'd order mine without the bacon, RJ.
Yeah, I'll take mine without the mushrooms. And give me that extra bacon. RJ, this is a great Cowboy segment, man. Appreciate you. Happy 4th of July.
That's what I'm here for.
Yep. Good stuff.
Some hot dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy 4th. Well, everything's appropriate on the 4th of July. Hamburgers, hot dogs, ribs, brisket.
Mm-hmm.
Minix is starting a brisket business. He's going to cook briskets for people.
What do you mean starting? This guy's been doing it for like 6 years now.
Dude offered me a whole lot of money to make him a brisket. And he's providing the brisket.
Take it.
Yeah.
With or without cheese?
No cheese on my brisket, no.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be eating it. Maybe I will melt some cheese in there.
Why not? Put it inside so he can't see it.
Exactly. RJ, have a great weekend, man. We'll talk to you next week.
Later.
See you,
Appreciate
RJ.
it. RJ Ochoa, blogintheboys.com on the Buyers Barricades guest line, where they provide traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond, online at buyersbarricades.com.
All right, let's take a break and come back with the breaking news today. Tobias Harris is coming to San Antonio. The Spurs apparently reaching a deal with him, according to Shams Charania today. We're talking about it. We continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Riding 281 with the Blitz.
Breaking just a few minutes ago, the San Antonio Spurs and Tobias Harris have agreed to a 2-year, $31 million deal. Tobias Harris is coming to San Antonio. LA Lakers have been busy today. LeBron leaves. They've revamped their roster, trading for center Walker Kessler. They also extended him for 4 years. Shooting guard Quentin Grimes, a 4-year deal. Sandro Mamukelashvili, a 4-year deal. And Colin Sexton. Always like breaking news, and it happened just a few minutes ago. The San Antonio Spurs have made a deal finally. Tobias Harris coming to San Antonio on a 2-year deal, about $31 million, according to Shams Charania. This is the Blitz. Thanks for hanging out with us on this Wednesday afternoon. I'm Joe Reinagle. He is Jason Minix.
The Tobias Harris deal. And it's what the Spurs need. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, yeah. I was so excited about the Tobias Harris deal.
That you forgot to hump?
I forgot to hump. It's not the first time.
Well, there's a difference between forgetting and possibility, or can you?
Well, you get excited about some things, and, well, all of a sudden you can't. It's all over.
Blew your load a little early?
So to speak, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Hump day.
Hump day.
Hump day.
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
I've already done
Hump
two.
day.
I've done 2 humps, man. That's about it for me. Pow. Pow.
Hump day.
Hump. Hope everybody's having a great hump day.
Hump day.
Give me a cigarette. That's
Candy
it.
Lee.
Boy, especially Candy Lee. Woo! All right, we got some big breaking news here, buddy.
Tobias Harris is a Spur.
Yes, he is. Look, this guy, and I know there's on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. If you'd like to go there and comment, go to sasportstar.com. You can find us there. Like and subscribe, by the way. Some people happy about this, some people not happy. A lot of people wanted Hashimura. I would have liked that too, but obviously the Spurs only wanted to sign free agents to a 2-year deal, and Harris agreed to that. The guy is a floor spacer, though. He can shoot the 3. And he can rebound. I think this is a good move. This is one of those role players that we've been talking about, and I think he fits a role, certainly a need that the Spurs have, and happy to have him here. I'm glad this came together.
The reality is, I mean, he's a reliable guy. It's the 4 that they were looking for. Playoffs is where I'm looking for his experience to factor in. The other part of this, and maybe this will get Joe excited again.
Hump day.
According to Mark Stein, with the Tobias Harris deal, Mark Stein uses the term slams the point home, but league sources say San Antonio is not expected to pursue LeBron James.
Oh, no.
See,
Really?
I thought you would be excited.
I'm devastated. Are you kidding me?
I'm just saying. Denver, though, is apparently now in the mix, along with Golden State, Cleveland, and Miami. Again, that according to Mark Stein. Tobias Harris in, LeBron James out.
Although they could still, technically, if LeBron's willing to take that, like he says, the veteran minimum, they could still squeeze him in there. But, look, I'm perfectly fine with LeBron going somewhere else.
I know you are.
I'm okay with
That's
it.
why I knew you'd get excited.
I'm very happy about
the
that.
4 o'clock hump day is going to be incredible.
I hope Mark Stein is absolutely positively correct. I think there's a lot of teams still in the market for LeBron James. So he's going to end up somewhere, and somebody's going to be happy about it. Their fan base will be happy about it. I'm happy it's not here. And I got nothing against. Some dude tried to tell me that I just don't like LeBron. That's why I don't want him here. That's absolutely not true. Now, I'm not saying I'm his biggest fan, but I'm just saying that's not true. But I just don't think he fits here, and I don't think it's necessary. So I hope that's the end of the LeBron James sweepstakes in San Antonio.
Well, it was a fun ride.
Sure.
A good 24 hours of thinking, what if?
Yeah.
We'll go from there. You guys want to react to Tobias Harris in his edition? Good, bad, or indifferent? 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. Right now, though, let's do the Headline Blitz.
This is Jason and Joe's Headline Blitz. Brought to you by Novo Brazil Brewery in North Star Mall. 2 guys, 2 opinions, never enough time.
Earlier today, there's a weird story out of New York that got weirder, and then you go, well, what a publicity stunt. There are 2 people that climbed to the very top of the Empire State Building. You know, the antennas that are on top of that, which are basically the radio and TV antennas. So they're on the observation deck. Apparently the security guard was taking a nap. And they go through a gate and they climb up there and they unfurl a banner. And, oh my God, what are these people going to do? All this, while they're up there, now they were all wearing masks. Then you realize, okay, what's going on here? Masks come off, they hug, they kiss. They got engaged up there. The chick, Angela, with the last name I'm not going to try to pronounce,
Come on.
posted Nicoloso or something, Nicolau, posted pictures on Facebook of her engagement ring and the proposal. So the couple, they were actually in the Netflix documentary in 2024 called Skywalkers, A Love Story. And so this was basically just a publicity stunt.
Well, again, but you talk about some stones. Dude, can you imagine climbing to the top of the Empire State Building? And not only to the top of the Empire State Building, like you said, they're up on that antenna. Dude, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, but
there's no...
I know, because there's
nothing worth that.
There's a size factor here.
Well,
and,
dude.
And they've got basketballs. But that's what they do, right? You ever look up when you leave this here radio station, or if you've ever driven down Eisenhower and you see those big old towers that are in the fields, right? And there's lights on them. And when the lights go out, somebody's got to climb up there and change them.
And
those guys get paid a whole lot of money.
I
wouldn't
there's
do
a
it.
job for everybody.
These guys would do it because it was a day that ends in Y.
Well,
but also when you say, I mean, there was the platform there. It was easy for him to get down on. It's not like they were hanging on. Now, they had no harness, it didn't look like.
No.
It is dumb, but it's what they do.
And that thing would sway, I bet. I mean,
it better not sway.
It's going to sway.
It better not sway.
It sways.
It doesn't sway.
Either way, dude, I'm telling you. And I hope that woman is impressed. I hope they're married for about 100 years.
Well, I mean, with their lifestyle, I don't think they'll be here for 100 years.
Well, they may not be. They were arrested, by the way.
They were.
Because you can't do that.
And as I look at the video, I'm wondering if some guy was like, well, did you change the lights while you're up there? Because they've got those two red warning lights that are way up there at the top. It was an insane story that now you're like, well, that's dumb.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Publicity stuff.
Well, she said yes, so I guess it was a success.
Oh. I think he knew she was going to say yes. They had photographers and everybody lined up to capture it all.
Well, then why the hell do you do that?
Because
you could have done it from the street.
Well, what fun is that? Climb on top of the curb? I mean, they're skywalkers. That's what they do.
Well, hey, more power to them.
I mean, I'm glad they didn't do it in Mexico, because they might have been caught by the Mexican Batman and then duct taped to a light pole.
Dude, is this the craziest story?
This one's crazy.
They're calling this dude the Mexican Batman. What he does, I guess there's a lot of people going around stealing motorcycles.
Yep.
And he's catching these guys, and he duct tapes them to light poles. And so they're there when the police come. My goodness.
Now,
Mexican Batman.
Now, the pictures that are showing the people duct taped to the light poles, they look like kids, right? But
yes.
There was a time, kids, where we would go out to Cowboys training camp, and you would see, I don't know, the rookies duct taped to the goalpost and get weird haircuts.
Yes.
Back when fun stuff or hazing was allowed. I can only imagine how big this guy must be to get. He's got two people duct taped in one picture.
Yeah, he does. And but you're right. I think they are like teenagers. They're young.
Yeah.
But they're going around stealing motorcycles. So props to him.
Yeah, karma.
And we need a San Antonio Batman.
Somebody steal your motorcycle?
No.
All right.
I don't have one.
Well, let's go back to the no basketballs. There is a parasite out there that is causing explosive diarrhea.
And it's in 20 states, including, y'all, the state of Texas.
Now, odd question. Isn't all diarrhea explosive?
Nah, well, some's more explosive than others.
I mean, honestly, though, have you ever described diarrhea in any other way but explosive? You don't say I got.
Probably not.
If you're telling somebody about your diarrhea, it's explosive.
Have you had food poisoning?
Yes.
Well, that's the worst when it's coming out from both ends.
Yeah,
I mean, and then it's really explosive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's just miserable. But a parasite causing, again, the way this is described, explosive watery diarrhea.
Oh.
Isn't all diarrhea explosive and watery?
Well, dude, you haven't gotten your first colonoscopy yet, have you?
I have.
Oh, you have?
I have.
Well, there you go.
Again, it's always watery. That makes it diarrhea, does it not?
Yes.
The highest.
We just ate cheeseburgers. Are you kidding me?
Number of cases are in New York, but could you imagine? I'm not even going to try to pronounce the names of the whatever. Right? It's a type of food poisoning that leads to diarrhea, severe cramping, nausea, vomiting, and fatigue. One of the main signs: explosive, watery diarrhea.
I didn't see it. How do you get this parasite? Is it in food? Is it in water?
Well,
is it in?
According to the CDC, 145 people ranging in age from 5 to 86 years old and from 20 states contracted the parasite between May and June. 20 have been hospitalized. None of the patients have traveled recently, so officials believe the cause is food, although unsure of the exact source.
Wow, well, that's frightening. Texas is one of the states. Colorado, Alaska, Florida, Louisiana. I mean, there's 20 states on here, so just be careful.
It's going to be a great weekend for chili dogs, and if you end up with explosive diarrhea, it could be the parasite or it could be your decision to have Wolf Brand chili.
Could very well be.
Pledge thinks it's the World Cup. Because while the people haven't traveled, a lot of people have traveled here. You know, if you've been to Buc-ee's, you've run into people from all over the world.
So you're saying that the Euros are bringing that over here?
Well, you got to blame somebody.
I guess you do.
I mean.
Wow. Well, be careful, y'all.
145 people have the runs. Who cares? Right? I mean, honestly. And we're talking about 145 people, not 145,000 people.
And narrow that down between 20 states.
Between
it's not
20
very
states.
Many people. So
a lot of people have diarrhea on a regular basis.
They're making this way too complicated here.
Well, complicated or, I don't know why.
Scaring the hell out of everybody.
I don't know. It's in a food, but we can't identify
it.
We don't know from where.
So good luck when you eat tonight. You hope that parasite's not in your food. That's all I can say.
And if you have diarrhea, it is explosive and watery. It's got to be, right? Isn't that what makes it diarrhea?
I don't know. Sometimes it's not watery.
You've had diarrhea that wasn't watery?
Well, it's soft brown stuff.
Looks like soft serve? I mean, at that point, I don't know if it's classified as diarrhea.
Dude. No, well, I don't know what it is, but it's, yeah.
It's a real crappy conversation.
It really is.
Tobias Harris is now a Spur. Let's talk about that.
Let's do that. And get your thoughts. If you want to chime in on what you think and pledge maybe a poll. Was that a good move for the Spurs, Tobias Harris? We could put that up on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. 656-3776, 656-ESPN. If you'd like to comment on the Tobias Harris move to the San Antonio Spurs, you're welcome to do so. This is The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The Morning Huddle.
So yesterday was hard sparring day, and we're all standing around in a circle, and the way it works is the coach just points at you and then points at another guy, and you guys get in the middle of the circle, and you got 3 minutes, and you just bang it out as hard as you can. So I went 3 rounds, and I'm looking around like, oh my God, all these dudes are like, that are my size are like 25. They got abs that look like they're talking to you.
Like they just came from the 300 movie set?
And I got, I'm over here with a beer belly and a gray beard.
You got that old man strength, though. You got leverage on your side.
I'm about 200 and leverage pounds is what it is.
Yeah. The Morning Huddle with AJ and Rob. Weekday mornings 6 to 10. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The Headline Blitz is brought to you by Novo Brewery, San Antonio's newest sports watching destination with over 80 feet of video walls, 60 craft beers, and hard kombucha on tap. A full bar and delicious menu. Novo Brewery is attached to North Star Mall and open late hours. San Antonio, the world's largest soccer matchup is underway, and Novo Brewery is where you need to be for every single match. We're talking 80-plus feet of massive video walls, so you feel every goal. Full bar, craft beer on tap, impressive food lineup, picanha prime sirloin, Brazilian empanadas, stacked burgers, and more. Novo Brewery isn't just a bar, it is San Antonio soccer headquarters. It's attached to North Star Mall with late-night hours, because the world never sleeps during the global game. NovoBrew.com.
At the Institute for Functional Health, we are dedicated to helping you live life fully. playing with your kids, golfing, and feeling great without relying on pills. We're not about treating symptoms temporarily. We're about extending your health span, the years you live in good health. I'm Dr. Torres, and for over a decade, my team has transformed lives by tackling health issues at the root. Tired of medications without real answers? Take control of your health with us. Call 210-468-1891 for a free Discovery Day consultation or visit iffhealth.com. Improve your health span today.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $700, plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy Posturepedic mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams 4th of July sale and get 30% off paints and stains June 26th through July 6th. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
Are you an adult with uncontrolled moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms and still packing a backup bag of clothes? Just in case, Skyrizi Risankizumab Riza can help you take control of your Crohn's. Feel significant symptom relief, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements at 4 weeks. Plus, Skyrizi is proven to help people achieve remission and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Individual results may vary. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's. Ready to take control of your Crohn's? Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
Control is everything to me.
Learn more at skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI.
You know, I used to think all money managers were the same until I spoke with Fisher Investments.
Really? How different are they?
Fisher's investment counselors are dedicated to service, not sales, keeping clients up to date on their portfolio.
Well, they probably just invest in a bunch of mutual funds like I do.
Nope. They build a tailored portfolio based on their clients' personal goals, helping them stay on track for a comfortable retirement.
Well, they must make commissions selling products.
Actually, Fisher doesn't sell any commission-based products. They're a fiduciary, and they believe that's a conflict.
Then they have some kind of complex fee structure.
Nope. Fisher has a simple, transparent fee that's a percentage of their client's portfolio. So they do better when their clients do better.
It sounds like Fisher really is different.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Fisher Investments. Clearly different wealth management. Learn more at fisherinvestments.com/different. Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
This World Cup update on San Antonio Sports Star is brought to you by Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks is unmatched for every match. With 29-degree drafts of Michelob Ultra, handcrafted Casamigos margaritas, a scratch-made menu, and screens that put you in the front row of every game, it's all going down at the Lodge. Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
Westwood One Sports presents this World Soccer Update. I'm Phil Constantino. The U.S. men's national team returns to action tonight in the round of 32 at the World Cup versus Bosnia and Herzegovina. In the knockout round, manager Mauricio Pochettino knows the mindset has to change.
Because we don't have another opportunity if we fail. And knowing that that game is the final of the World Cup. And if we were capable to go through, the next one is going to be another final of the World Cup. That I think is our mindset and our mentality.
The Americans have only won one knockout round game in their World Cup history. 2002 round of 16 versus Mexico. Kickoff tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Other games today in the round of 32. A final earlier, England beats DR Congo 2-1. Harry Kane leads the way with a brace. Starting now in Seattle, Belgium versus Senegal. Phil Constantino, Westwood One Sports.
This summer, the Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich and Pineapple Dragon Fruit and Sprite are back at Chick-fil-A.
Girl, it's back. We've been waiting. I love that honey pepper pimento sandwich.
And that pineapple dragon fruit and Sprite is everything. It's got that razzle-dazzle that makes you stop and say, okay, wait a minute.
I love the creaminess of the pimento cheese. It's savory, it's bold, it's flavorful.
Our faves are back. High five, girl.
Which fan favorite will you choose? Real customers paid for their testimonials.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores!
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Dude, it has been a day of surprises here on the Blitz, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Cheeseburger visit, Tobias Harris signing by the San Antonio Spurs, and then I don't know what you would call what just happened in this room a minute ago.
Well, when you describe it that way, Joe, it is hump day, right?
It is hump day.
Hump day? A couple of our not even really engineers. I don't know what the hell but Greg and Sam were trying to fish out a wire that runs through the ceiling that goes in one room to the other, but just the commentary of their cord pulling, if you were just listening to them, you would have reported them to HR.
Well, you would have, but they're good guys, and we won't do that.
Well, it doesn't matter if they're good guys or not, but I mean, when you hear a guy say, I don't feel anything yet, and another one say, is it in there yet? And I don't think so. I don't feel anything. And
that's what she said.
And then obviously the tugging sounds of
yes.
wires going through the ceiling. You know, what the hell's going on in here?
Yeah, I don't know, but
And then Sam was like, I need a bowl of ice cream, which then led to the discussion. After sex, what do you crave? Is it for food? For food,
that's
right?
our poll for tomorrow.
You want a sandwich? Do you Sam likes a bowl of ice cream apparently. Greg said, I just go to sleep.
Yeah, I love wieners.
I won't say what Joe said.
Why?
Well, because you could say that.
A towel.
You just want a towel. You crave a towel.
Well, I'm just saying.
Just want to get cleaned up as quickly as possible.
And then go to sleep.
I think the towel is assumed. It was, what do you eat after?
Oh. Well, I'm not a cigarette guy, so
exactly.
I don't smoke, but I don't know. It was crazy.
Stealing my lucky charms.
It was crazy.
It was a crazy.
So
it's been a crazy day.
You don't get up and get a snack afterwards?
I don't. No,
you're just right to sleep.
Pretty much.
Right to sleep.
Yeah. That's pretty much a sleeping aid for me.
Sleeping
I work
aid.
hard, Minix, you know.
You work really hard.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. It's been quite the day here on this holiday week, July 4th week. Today's July 1st already, for goodness sake.
It is.
Holy cow.
Yeah, how about that?
And the Spurs have finally been participants
in
the NBA free
Doritos?
agency frenzy. Tobias Harris. We do have a poll up on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. A lot of you have already been there to vote. Is it a good move, the Tobias Harris signing by the Spurs? Yes or no? Right now, 82% of you say yes. 18% of you say no. How did you vote in that poll, Minix?
Yes. I like the move. Steady, consistent. I'm curious.
Veteran guy. He's been around a long time.
Well, in 2 years, guaranteed money, but on apparently the timeline the Spurs are on. So, of the 18% of you that are voting no, why? 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. And again, I can disagree with you and have a conversation.
Absolutely.
If you're against it, maybe you're going to tell me something that I haven't thought of yet. Now, granted, if there was another player you wanted, and this means that player isn't coming here, I get that. But that doesn't mean it wasn't a good signing for the Spurs.
I think
Does he make this team better?
Well, yes, is the answer to that. The short answer is absolutely yes. You're going to fill a need. It's exactly what the Spurs needed. Look, this guy he played 63 games last year for the Pistons, averages about 28 minutes a game, 13 points. His field goal percentage at 47%, his three-point percentage at 37%. The guy can rebound, average 5 rebounds a game, and he's just one of those guys that's going to be able to fit in and play some meaningful minutes and take care of some of the things that the Spurs struggled with last year. He's also got good stats in the playoffs. Anytime they've been in the playoffs, good stats. And it's funny, Minix, when I'm trying to look up his playoff stats, they've already got Tobias Harris listed as a San Antonio Spur.
Well, of course they do.
I mean, they did that quick.
And again, Detroit knew he was leaving, and they already replaced him with John Collins. Now, John Collins gets a 3-year, $51 million contract. Would I have rather had John Collins? Younger, but a lot more expensive. And with what you need from a Tobias Harris, or a Tobias Harris-like player, who's coming off a couple of really good seasons with the Detroit Pistons, he's a role player.
That's it.
You're not looking for a 1 or a 1A. In San Antonio, obviously a 1A. That's not what he's coming in here to do. Now, I don't know Tobias Harris or anything about him, like what kind of dude is he? But, the Spurs did their homework on will he be a locker room fit? And if they're signing him, they were happy with whatever background checks they were doing. And you know how the NBA is. They already know him and know enough about him. But somebody that they were going to go after. And, again, I'll go back to we wanted him to do something with an impactful type player. This isn't like some of the a Bismack or a Kelly Olynyk type of signing. I fully expect Tobias Harris to be a regular. I don't know that he's a starter.
I think he is. I think he is. I mean, depending on how the Spurs want to go, if you want to go a little bit bigger and you want him at the 4 spot, then yeah, I think he very well might be. Now, obviously, Mitch Johnson may have different plans, and we'll see. But I think this guy can start. I don't think there's any question about it.
Well, whether he's a starter or he's coming off the bench, he is exactly what the San Antonio Spurs needed. You might say, well, Rui Hachimura would have been a better signing, or a Collins. I'm not unhappy with this. But he wasn't linked to the San Antonio Spurs until either late last night or early this morning.
Well, and I think for the reasons, I mean, those reports obviously must be true, and I'm talking about the ones that said the Spurs did not want to sign anybody longer than 2 years. And I think a lot of these free agents that they were targeting didn't like that idea. They wanted longer-term deals, and so a lot of them went different routes, signed longer contracts. Tobias Harris is 33 years old, so he's been around a while. He's been in the NBA for a long time, and he was okay with the 2-year deal. And so you're looking at about $15.5 million or so per year. It goes strictly with what the Spurs historically do when they bring in players around the foundational players that they already have. Tobias Harris fits that perfectly.
And the reality is you probably think of him more as a 76er because he was only with Detroit for 2 years. But you think about the last couple of years for Detroit. Now, Cade Cunningham gets the bulk of the credit for that turnaround. But then a veteran guy in Tobias goes to Detroit and is the veteran guy to help lead that young team in a turnaround. So he even has experience being the older veteran guy working with a bunch of young players. It really does seem to make a lot of sense in a lot of ways.
I'm happy with this signing. It fits a need. He's a guy that's going to come in here and work. a guy that's been around the block in the NBA, and I think that's exactly – it's a good signing in my mind. What do you think? We do have a poll up on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. Very simple. Was the signing of Tobias Harris a good move for the San Antonio Spurs? Yes or no? And, again, the yeses have it right now by a long shot, 81% to 19%. If you'd like to comment on that, you can do it as well, 656-3776, 656-ESPN. We're going to take a break. When we come back, are we going to talk some soccer?
Yeah, Katie Goodman is in the building. She's here.
She's here.
Yeah, she texted. She's here.
How about that?
He got here early.
Wow.
Yes.
All right, Katie Goodman. We'll talk a little World Cup. Mexico wins last night, doing something that they haven't done in a while, moving forward this far. So we'll talk about that, and the United States playing tonight. It's all good here on the Blitz. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, let me tell you about the San Antonio Gunslingers, San Antonio's professional indoor football team. They play their home games over at Freeman Coliseum. Off this weekend, back in action next Saturday, July 11th. So 10 days away from their next game inside the Freeman Coliseum, where they will be taking on the Orlando Pirates. Indoor football is so much fun. Great family entertainment. You take the kids, the entire family. It's great football. Athletic, high-flying, high athleticism, kind of a cross between what you're thinking about football, a little hockey, maybe a little NASCAR, big hits. Players get smashed into the wall. Sometimes they end up in the stands. You go catch a football, you get to keep the football. It's just so much fun, and it's indoors. So hot outside, no biggie. Freeman has air conditioning, unlike our studio. You get everything going on. If it's windy, rainy, it's football indoors. Great family entertainment. Next Saturday, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the Gunslingers taking on the Orlando Pirates. So you got 10 days. But go get your tickets now. Make plans. Get it on the calendar. SanAntonioGunslingers.com is the website. SanAntonioGunslingers.com.
Let's be honest. Watching the Rangers is better when you got something on the line. On Rangers game days, call your shot with the morning huddles. Rangers double dinger payday.
Play ball!
Pick the Ranger you think will send one into the seats. He hits one, you're going to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now you've just been upgraded. Tickets and a hotel stay. That's what we call getting paid. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Make your pick and win with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Progressive knows that boat days can come with unexpected problems.
Dang, I forgot the wakeboard. How am I supposed to enjoy myself without my favorite water activity? I mean, sure, we could still go tubing, fishing, or even just relax on a floaty, but without the wakeboard, what's the point?
If a real problem comes along, your boat's protected 24/7 with Progressive, so you can keep worrying about boater problems. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in D.C.
When snack time calls, Pork Rinds answers. Be your own crunch time hero with Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rinds. Skip the chip and go straight for the ultimate crunch that's low carb, high protein, and loaded with bold flavor. We're talking sweet barbecue or hot honey. Yeah, it's that good. Snack smarter, crunch harder. Stock up on Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rinds at H-E-B or head to porkrinds.com. Make Southern Recipe your crunch time hero. If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text BAIL to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Dave Ramsey here, and I love my Connecticut water softener. Right now, with the purchase of a Connecticut water softener, you receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink, complete with a color fixture to match your kitchen. That means cleaner, better tasting water for coffee, cooking, ice, and everyday drinking. The Connecticut K5 drinking water station removes up to 99% of many contaminants and can be customized for your home. So instead of buying bottled water or wondering what's really coming out of your tap, you get cleaner, great tasting water right where you use it most. A Connecticut runs on energy from your water flow, which means no electricity, no timer, and no computer that can break. With its twin tank system, you get soft water 24/7. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country for a free water test at 210-656-PURE. And tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
ConnecticutSA.com.
License number 38961.
Did you know America is turning 250 this year?
That's 250 candles on a cake.
And Mr. W Fireworks has the biggest selection to celebrate in style. We're talking rockets, sparklers, fountains.
So many fireworks.
And the prices?
The lowest anywhere, guaranteed.
No hidden fees, no price hikes, just real savings. Our family has been helping you celebrate since 1963. So we know how to do birthdays right. Find a location at MrWFireworks.com.
Mr. W Fireworks.
A little good Rocky music going there. It was Rocky 4, if I'm not mistaken. I know my Rocky history, okay? Big fan, big fan. This is the Blitz.
That could be taken a lot of different ways, Ryan Eagle.
San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Ryan Eagle. That's Jason Minix, and World Cup fever is happening.
Team USA with a big game today. Our soccer insider, Katie Goodman, in studio. If you're listening or watching on YouTube, more of because we got new cameras in the studio, but we didn't get all the cameras replaced, only half of them. So with the guest in, it's kind of awkward.
A little complicated, but it's okay.
It
We
is.
pulled out a little bit. Yep.
A little closer.
Yep.
Ugh, I have to scoot.
Well, yeah,
There you
and
go.
then
Okay.
you can just turn that way so people can see you,
Right.
I mean, just every now and then.
Well,
yeah,
I mean, because you realize our audience full of knucklehead guys, and like Coyote. I hope she's on more camera today.
Thank you, Coyote. Thank you.
Oh, look at that.
Pie.
See,
Very
actually,
nice.
and again, I don't want to sound like that guy, but he should be happier because the shot that we're showing right now shows a lot more than just your face. So you get a little bit of everything.
Wow.
You lucky. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
Uh-huh.
right. Woo.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so
All
are
right,
we
it's
going to
not
be
that kind
dancing?
of show, okay? It's not that kind of show.
Well, it can be.
Yeah.
Today
It
it's
will
been
be.
every kind of show,
Yeah.
for sure, yeah.
Yes. Team USA.
Yeah.
Big game tonight. High
Huge game.
expectations.
Yep.
They're going to win this thing?
I think they can win against Bosnia Herzegovina. When you look at the way they've played, I mean, they've just been inconsistent. Tied Canada, only beat Qatar 3-1. 2 of those goals were trash. They let up a goal from Qatar, and then went on to lose 4-1 to Switzerland. They're very, very beatable. But I almost said San Antonio. I've been talking about SAFC too much. But, the U.S. men's national team, they're going to have to bring their best still. And, as much as I want to dive into all the things about the potential matchup with Belgium and their pathway, it's like they have notoriously struggled to just handle what's in front of them. They tend to play up and play down. And, I think if they can just bring their best up, they'll be fine.
Well, and that leads me to this, Katie. I mean, look, England struggles today to win. I mean, that was scary. Yep. You've got some teams that have it was an upset yesterday, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But it seems like there's a lot of parity in the World Cup. The USA can't take this team for granted.
Absolutely. And, that's the case across the board. We're not seeing any really blowout matches in these knockout rounds. And I have a feeling it has a lot to do with the hydration breaks, the breaking of momentum. You're noticing a lot of late goals. And I think a part of that is having the extra time to build that momentum and get the swing of things going. Because soccer is a momentum game and it's meant to be fluid. So that's why so many experts are so upset with these hydration breaks. It's like, it's not just annoying, it's like really affecting the game.
Now, for those of us that aren't overly educated in this wonderful sport, the hydration breaks, which are new, and soccer people like you hate the hydration breaks. But last night there was the Mexico game had that rain delay, and they said, "Guys, screw it, no hydration breaks." I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't either. And it's weird because what I had thought was that they were supposed to have hydration breaks no matter where you were playing, and in light of fairness for the World Cup. So when you look at different tournaments or even like seasonal play with Major League Soccer, like they will have hydration breaks if the weather constitutes it, 80 degrees or higher. But when you look at stuff like that, I mean, it would be hard to explain giving someone a hydration break after it just rained. It's you don't need any more water. You know what I mean? And it's in the evening. So yeah.
Yeah, but my bladder still needed the break.
Well, you're gonna have to get used to it if you're gonna be a true soccer fan. Okay. So wait till the Premier League's back.
The who?
The Premier League. Get up early and watch some games.
That probably isn't going to happen. I mean, every 4 years I can get all in.
Okay. All right.
That begs the question, though. You kind of eat, breathe, live soccer. That's what you do for a living, and you've played soccer for a long time. Do you notice that there are more soccer fans when they come out of a World Cup like this, and especially this year because it's been fantastic?
Yeah, I mean, you look at the boost that happened after the '94 World Cup with Alexi Lalas and that team, repping that jersey right now, by the way. Their denim jersey with stars. It's so legit. But you just look at the push that came with Major League Soccer after that. And then we just kind of struggled to, I think, gain the recognition. And now that it's here on our home turf, we're getting recognition not only from our own people, the football fans and the basketball fans, but I think people across the world are, giving us a little bit more respect considering, how we're playing in group stages. Of course, this is going to be a bigger test against Bosnia and Herzegovina, but, considering that we can very much get past this, we've got Belgium. And looking at what Belgium's doing against Senegal right this minute, it's not great. And so I'm low-key hoping Belgium does get through and we can just handle business in the first half.
You say that Senegal's leading Belgium right now 1-0.
Exactly. That's what I mean. I'm like, give me the lesser team.
So
the team that comes in last minute, let us get ahead in the first half and not let it up because we are better defensively.
So we want Senegal to win this game to upset Belgium?
I feel like
I'm not sure why we're watching Judge Judy in their pledge.
Judge Judy. Well, it can go two ways, right? You can have a Belgium team that scores late and they advance. Either way, it's good for us because we can put it away early. That's what we showed a lot of in group stage is that we can put it away in the first half, defend really well in the second. Or you've got the Senegal team, we can come out hard in the first half and they can't defend as well. I mean, we're looking at I just watched the first 15 minutes of the game and Belgium is just sitting back. They're letting Senegal bring the ball at them. They're not taking the bait. Belgium is the team that likes to sit back and it's actually not in their best interest to sit back and be compact. They are better when they're fluid and they're possessing and dictating play, but that's not what they're doing and they're paying for it. But Bosnia and Herzegovina, they do sit back. It's going to be very much more like a matchup against Paraguay where we're going to have to pick them apart. But we can do that. We proved that against Paraguay.
I've heard some experts talking about this and that the U.S. should be able to jump on this team early, and that's kind of the goal.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they've got some guys like Dzeko. He's 40 years old. He's been around, played for, I believe it was AC Milan. But he's kind of on the way out. But he's still somebody that you got to watch, you got to be careful for. Then you have a guy who's actually from the United States, Esmir Baraktovic. I'm so bad. I'm so sorry if I butchered your name. But he's young, 18, really creative. He's the reason that they even got past Italy in the first place to qualify. He scored the game-winning PK. And so he's just been really creative. You got a couple of guys who can score really good goals. So as long as you don't give them the space, you'll be okay. When you look at their matchup against Qatar, however you want to say it, it was essentially they just had so much time on the ball, so much daylight is what we refer to it as. Just all the space to look at the goal and have a nice clean shot. And so the fact that the last two were kind of crappy shots tells you a lot about their actual quality, even with time on the ball.
Our World Cup expert, Katie Goodman, in studio with us here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. We're going to be all over the place because I'm learning soccer, right? And the penalty kicks, it looks easy. And I know it's not, but the goalie, and that's probably an educated guess, but is just guessing which way to dive in hopes the ball hits him, right?
No, they actually have notes on their water bottle that tell you which way these guys have gone historically. So they know, okay, he tends to go bottom right or top right, or this guy mixes it up, so I
So
am
it's
going
an
to have to guess.
educated guess.
So it's an educated guess.
Because they guess wrong a lot.
Oh,
the
yeah.
water
Yeah,
bottles
they
are
do.
wrong. It's
Yeah.
almost like, bottom right, all right, I'm going left this
Well,
time.
that's a big net, man.
But, I get that.
And it's
but if
one guy.
But if they died the wrong way, which seems to happen, but as a player, though, I can understand you get under the ball and you kick it over. But the other night, dude missed wide left by a mile.
Yeah, so a lot to say about that. First off, going back to the educated guess part, keepers are looking at the way you plant your foot, how open your hips are. If you plant your foot a certain way, they know you're not going to be able to cross your hips all the way over to get to the left bottom corner.
Uh-huh.
So they know it's going somewhere on the right side. So things like that they can see before the ball's even hit. They're reading body language more than anything. It's the stutter, I think, that gets them sometimes. They tend to overcommit, and they're yeah. Or the panenka happens. You know what a panenka is?
No.
Okay, so it's where they fake like they're going to kick, the keeper jumps, and they just go right down the middle. Boop.
So it's called a what? What's
panenka.
called? A panenka.
Panenka. Yes. So
I had that at an Italian restaurant last night. A
Did you?
panenka. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, exactly.
It was fantastic.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, going back to what you're saying about these guys who have, missed the ball, it's wild how much is weighing on their shoulders right now because they can literally, it shapes their career, whether they hit that ball or not. It's a moment that they'll never live down, whether it's good or bad, because it's on the world stage. It's one thing if it's at their club, but it's like across the board with your country, where you're from. It's a whole thing. And when you look at, I believe it was the Netherlands, they were saying when they went into that matchup that a lot of the guys, they're supposed to be good on PKs. That's like their thing. They notoriously get through on PKs. But at the time, they were debating who's going to take it, me or you, or who's going to take it, and there was all this self-doubt. And so a guy stepped up who was like, well, I'm not going to let you take it because you're doubting it, and he missed it. So moments like that, I think, is a coaching error. The coach should have already had your 1 through 10 players who can put it away. Who's the best, who's the worst, no discussion. If I'm a player and you're telling me I have to and I have no choice, I'm going to get it together and try to do my best. But when you have stuff like that going on behind the scenes, that's where you get in trouble.
So it's kind of, it reminds me of a guy that takes the last shot in basketball. So, I mean, you got to be that type of person that pressures nothing.
Yeah. And they've all played in, amazing clubs and everything, so they're used to this kind of pressure. But I think when you let that self-doubt creep in, that's where you get in trouble.
Were you good at PKs?
I actually have scored a couple PKs.
Oh, wow.
Of course you have.
Yeah.
I actually have.
SEC tournaments, just like in the World Cup,
No
right?
big deal. Yeah, I had been to the SEC tournament, but back in my day, we did not make it, sadly. So
well,
we did,
that's
but
okay.
we did this past season.
Well, yeah, but you weren't there.
I know. Doesn't matter. It's there in
When you were
spirit.
at Mississippi State, how far did you guys go?
We did not go very far at all. We made it, I think, once past into the playoff, and then it was out pretty quick.
Well, Mississippi State's kind of used to that anyway,
Well, that's
right?
Yeah, well,
in all sports.
we're the best in the SEC now. It just took time.
Here we go.
You laid the foundation.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, there's a quarterback plays for the Cowboys that came from there, and you see what he does.
Yes, I actually know Dak, believe it or not. He dated my friend.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
we were there at
Wow.
the same time, and he dated her, my friend Morgan.
Wow.
So anyway, small world.
Okay.
That
Wow.
didn't work out with him. How come?
Glad to see
A little,
that's
little
not-
gossip now.
That's not our business.
Well, yeah, the hell it's
Turns out
not.
that is not your business.
The hell with talking soccer.
Yeah, I know, right?
What
Now
did
you
you
want
call
all
it?
the
The
tea.
palenque?
We're going to call
yeah.
this the tea show, the Mississippi tea show.
So, Mexico.
Yes.
Is this like the farthest they've ever been?
In a long time.
Yes, in a
Long
long
time.
time. And I am so impressed with them from what I saw
Defensively.
against Ecuador. Defensively, but offensively. It's some of the best 30 minutes of soccer I think I've seen in this tournament came from them. They were just clinical, direct, concise, just did everything that they needed to do. I didn't love that they kind of sat back in a low block, which means got a little congested, allowed Ecuador to play at them. And because that's just not what they're great at. But, I mean, they hung in there. They made it work. And then you just look at, who they have up next, England. England just played today, and they barely skirted by.
They did.
Pretty much put all the pressure on the shoulders of Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham. That's just not okay. They are not deep enough as a team, and I think Mexico is a team that could upset them.
Wow.
Because they have the heart, they have the grit, and I think England struggles with gritty teams.
In
They
that
want to
game,
be able to play.
they play what, Sunday, right? In Mexico?
I'm really bad on the dates,
All
but
right.
probably.
Well, yeah,
Let me see. I screenshotted my bracket.
In Mexico, though, so they're getting to stay there, which certainly makes a difference. And
huge.
Going from there, although, and I'm such a soccer expert. Is there a better team than France so far?
I wouldn't say so. I think France is the most consistent, has the most depth and quality across the board.
I mean, they're going to win it, Katie.
I just can't help but think, how could they not?
Yeah.
Maybe Argentina might give them some problems. But you look at everyone on the team, they're just bringing everything in all full cylinders. They respect the opponent. That's the biggest thing. And that's the consistency I'm talking about.
See, Argentina, again, I'm a soccer expert. Argentina looks good, right? But France just everything they do just looks so much better than everybody else, right? I would like to say that about Team USA, but I can't. I'm expecting good tonight because Pulisic's going to be able to play. But then the other guy, what's his name? Turkey, whatever, got hurt in the last game. What's his name?
Austin?
Yeah.
Oh, Austin Trusty.
Yeah. Trusty.
Yes.
Trusty.
Yes.
I don't know. I know one guy on our team.
I think we'll be okay.
If he doesn't play?
Yeah, because we have Richards, we've got Tim Ream on the back line, we've got Robinson, Freeman, those are your usual kind of starters. Trusty is a really great sub in, but I think we'll be all right.
I'll sound like an arrogant American. They're going to win tonight. I feel pretty confident they're going to win tonight.
We're screwed.
So here's the thing: being a fan of the United States men's soccer team is like being in a bad relationship sometimes.
Do you have any experience with that?
Maybe not. You get excited because they're doing the right thing. Things are going great, and then all of a sudden they become lackadaisical. Less effort, and then before you know it, they're losing a silly game, right? And it's because sometimes they play up, sometimes they play down. But again, if they respect the opponent, it'll be okay. So I'm hoping they don't break my heart tonight and they take it seriously because they have a really good pathway in. I mean, they're probably not going to get past Spain. So, say they win this, they've got Belgium. Say they beat Belgium, it's most likely Spain. They're not going to beat Spain.
Yeah, but Spain sucks. Come on. You saw them the other day.
Oh, no. I mean,
I'm a soccer expert here.
I see the sarcasm in your eyes here, Jason. But
so will Argentina and France have to play each other before they get to the championship?
No, but France and Spain do. So that means
a
lot of people were projecting them as favorites, but they can't even make it to the final. So I think if you put France against Spain in the semifinal, it's going to be France. And then I think Argentina has the easiest pathway in. It's ridiculous. I'm really? Did someone pay for this? I don't know. This is where I start becoming a conspiracy theorist because I'm like, this is... And don't get me wrong, I love Messi. He's one of my favorite players. I've got the Argentina jersey, all about it. But, it is a much easier pathway.
So France and Argentina could meet in the championship.
Totally.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be pretty soccer.
That'd be a lot of fun.
That would be the most entertaining match in the world.
So what do you make of the stories that we've heard? Was it the Honduras team? They canceled their charter flight and sent all the guys back in middle seats on a commercial airline, and South Korea is investigating why they performed so poorly?
Oh, Iran.
Was it Iran? I thought it was Honduras.
Honduras was not part of this.
I don't know.
Or Hungary.
They made them. They didn't let them take the private
they canceled
plane back.
the charter flight and made them fly commercial back.
Oh no, that is I think that is Iran because the issue was it Iran? No. I know what you're talking about though, but the reason that they canceled the charter flight is because a lot of guys were flying to different countries. They weren't going back to the home country. So because
was
there
it
weren't
because
enough,
they lost? Well, that's disappointing.
Well, it's because they have their clubs. They got to go back to their clubs. So
Well,
they
South
go to,
Korea
wherever in Europe
opened an investigation.
Really?
Yeah, the president said we're opening an investigation why our team sucks.
Well,
this is actually a true story.
Well, it was also there was a goal called back on them, and they didn't like that, and they thought it really affected their chances at getting into the next round, which is understandable with that call. I remember seeing it and thinking, yeah, that is a questionable call.
Yeah, it was the Uruguay. Yeah, Uruguay.
Uruguay. Okay.
Yeah, they canceled the national team's private charter flight home following their elimination in the group stage.
See, that's a good
I'm
Alice.
glad you found it because
It's a good Alice, Texas guy coming up with that fact.
Well, I Googled it.
I'm talking. Coyote has it right there.
Well, see, I Googled
well
which
done,
team
Coyote.
canceled the charter flight from the World Cup, the Hungarian football team.
Coyote, I'm giving you the credit, buddy.
Well, group effort for sure.
Sure, we'll go with that.
I didn't know.
So
I
you're
know
not
I'd
gonna-
read the storyline, but I've seen so many storylines that I'm like, which country is this? It's all a blur. Case
You're
in
not
point,
going to
my
make a
notebook.
prediction
For what, tonight?
for tonight? Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I already did. Now everybody says I jinxed him. So
the hesitation scares me.
Yeah.
Well, because my thing is at least 2 goals for the United States. My question is, will they allow Bosnia and Herzegovina to score?
Well, if you take the over 2.5, you're looking for that 2-1 score then, right?
Yeah. So that I'm thinking
3-0 would be good too.
Well, yeah, but she said they're only going to score 2.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Unless if they come out and score 3 goals, I'm like, oh, we got, whether it's Belgium or Senegal, we got them. Like we're so set. You know, I love that. I just think that knowing them, they tend to score early, and then sometimes they slack off, you know, and things like that. But again, that first team had such a strong performance against Paraguay. Most of those goals came in the first half. They snuck in another towards the end there. So it's kind of like that. That's how I see it. It's how they handled the first half will tell you a lot. And they've also let up stuff. You know, they tend to make mistakes and things like that in the back.
You look worried, Katie.
I'm not worried at all.
You're not worried at all?
I actually feel really confident they're going to make it through. And I know 2-1 sounds like a close scoreline. They were only 1 goal away. But I can see the U.S. men's national team dominating this and then having one little blip of oversight and they let a goal in. And then they get back into dominating it.
Kind of like in the 95th minute against Turkey, eh?
Yes, kind of. Yeah. It's a game that's hard to keep your focus because it's so constant and moving. And typically you've got 45 minutes of that. And so, again, these hydration breaks kind of...
Now you know how Minix and I feel. I mean, trying to watch an entire soccer game. I mean, it's like...
It's hard. It's hard if you're not really, because I see so much between what's happening on the field. I'm looking at space and the way players are moving and checking, and sometimes it's hard for me to go to these watch parties because I'm like, I don't really want to talk too much because I'm trying to lock in on what's happening here, you know, and I'm reading patterns and things. So it's a very locked in. I just watch the game a little bit different, and so if you're sometimes not aware of all this stuff, it's just like, when are we going to score? When are we going to have something to cheer about or be happy about? You know, with like basketball, there's a run and you're like, oh my God, it's up, and you're amped for like 15 minutes, you know, but with soccer, it's just,
unless it's like solitaire or checking Twitter.
Yeah.
Watching grass grow. I mean, you know, so all
it's
of
cross country with a ball.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of is. They run just as much,
yes,
just sprinting and stopping. But yeah, unless they're like hammering the goal, peppering the goal, it's kind of like, what's happening? So I get it. But they have a small-sided soccer league, which is like indoor, and there's less players. I think there's 5 or 6 players. That's much more fast-paced and really fun to watch if you want to get into something kind of like that after this.
Probably not, but okay.
Keep trying.
Noted.
Keep trying.
I'm really trying to sell this. You're not helping me now.
So you're going to come back tomorrow to talk about the big win?
I will. I'll come back. We'll talk about it and who we got next.
Yay.
Awesome. Katie Goodman, soccer expert.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we got to take a break. We're a little bit late. When we come back, we will get back into the Spurs signing today. Tobias Harris, the newest San Antonio Spurs, and we want your reaction, whether that's on our YouTube page or you want to call us, 656-3776. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
And if you're looking for a place to go watch the game tonight, get into the Rue Pub there at 281 and Redland Road. No better place to watch Team USA than at the Rue Pub with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. And it's a Wednesday. That means steak night at the Rue Pub. That great 12-ounce ribeye and all the sides for $19.95. You know, any night the food there at the Rue Pub is fantastic. Whether it's steak night or you want some of their great wings that are the biggest and best in town. I love the fried shrimp. They got about 15 different burgers on the menu. Great appetizers, great salads, I'm told. And that kitchen is open late every day with the full menu available. If you're heading to the coast this weekend, make sure you check out the new Rue Pub in Rockport. And speaking of that Rue Pub, next Saturday, July 11th, they're having their big fishing tournament. The Rue Pub, happy hour weekdays from 11 to 6. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and certainly the best place to watch Team USA tonight. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Rue Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Rue.
You're riding with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6. KTFM Floresville. And everywhere at sasportstar.com.
I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. Whether your pain started yesterday or years ago, we treat the root cause so you can feel real relief fast. No pills, no surgery. Most patients notice improvement in just one visit, and we accept most insurance plans. Stop waiting. Start feeling better. Visit Arasti.com today. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
To find the location nearest you, visit Arasti.com.
Attention soccer fans. House of Cards and Collectibles on Vance Jackson has the 2026 Panini Prism FIFA Soccer Card Packs in stock. Pull cards from Mbappe, Messi, Kane, Bellingham, and many more. Find autographs and serial numbered cards randomly inserted. House of Cards and Collectibles also has FIFA World Cup sticker albums and packs. Come in today before they're all gone. House of Cards and Collectibles at 2105 Vance Jackson Road.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
It is the breaking news here in San Antonio this afternoon. The Spurs have agreed to a 2-year, $31 million deal with veteran forward Tobias Harris. The Lakers went nuts today after they got rid of LeBron James. They've revamped the roster, trading for center Walker Kessler, extending him for 4 years, signing shooting guard Quentin Grimes for 4 years, Sandru Mamukilisvici, 4-year deal, and Colin Sexton.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio's Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Blitz. 2 decades on the radio, Jason Minix. 2 decades on TV, Joe Reinagel. 2 San Antonio sports voices you've trusted for years. This is The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
On a hump day!
Hump day!
Hump day!
Hump day!
Happy hump day, everybody. Hope you're having a great hump day, whatever you're doing, however you're doing it. We appreciate you spending a little time with us here on The Blitz, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagel. He's Jason Minix, and we have a new San Antonio Spur joining us for this season.
Tobias Harris. 2-year deal for the San Antonio Spurs. Your reaction. We want to hear from you. 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. That's also our poll question on YouTube, which you can access through sasportstar.com. Or if you're on YouTube, search San Antonio Sports Star. Was Tobias Harris signing by the Spurs a good move? Yes or no? 81% say yes. I'm curious from the 19% of you, and I know you can comment on YouTube, but we would much rather talk. 210-656-3776. If you're against it, just out of curiosity, we're not going to argue with you, but why? Maybe you will have an opinion that some other people might say, I still disagree with you, but I can see where you're coming from.
No, absolutely, and that's what we do here. And look, that's what sports is all about. Everybody's got an opinion, and doesn't mean you're right or you're wrong, but we want to hear your opinion. And I'm all for this. It sounds like Jason is too. I won't speak for him, but I think it was a good move from what the Spurs wanted to do, and that was to sign a veteran guy, a power forward that can shoot, can defend, can rebound, and Tobias Harris can do all of those things. And I've seen on Twitter that some people are good with the deal. There's others that aren't happy at all. I've also seen that on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. So whatever you feel, there's no right or wrong answer. Just let us know. We do want to hear from you.
Now, also keep in mind, some of your disagreements just might not align with what the Spurs' plans were. Because there was some reports earlier, was it Jake Fisher, I believe? Jake Fisher had reported that the Spurs were looking for 2-year deals only, not 3 or 4, because of the upcoming big contracts that they're going to have to do, which quite honestly pisses me off hearing that. I mean, yes. I feel like Jerry and Steven always talking about the 5-year plan that never gets past year 1. But if those were the parameters in which the Spurs were shopping, then that makes Tobias Harris an even greater get for the San Antonio Spurs, although maybe a lesser get if they were more flexible with what their future vision was going to be. So that's the other part of it. If they were really only going to go 2 years and a certain dollar amount, that took a lot of people off the board. Like, look at the John Collins deal, who basically is the replacement for Tobias Harris in Detroit. He got, 3 years, $51 million. And Tobias is getting 2 years at $31 million. D is not a fan of this signing by the San Antonio Spurs. Hey, D, you're on the Blitz. What's up, man?
Hey, thank you so much. I enjoy your show. I just think that Tobias Harris is Harrison Barnes times 2. It's the exact same player. It really doesn't add more or equal value to the team. But, I should say more value to the team. I think rebounding is a key component, and that rebound, at least he has to be an inside player or even an excellent outside shooter. So I just don't think that he's a good fit.
D, who were you hoping the Spurs would sign?
Well, if they would sign anybody, I was hoping that they had signed Trae Young last year. I think that a trade with Washington for De'Aaron would have been a great trade. And because I think that he's an excellent ball handler. He wants to play in Texas. And he made a comment when the Spurs played against him. He said, wow, Wemby's wide open, and they don't even pass the ball to him. So he's a willing passer. He's a ball handler, and he sees the court. And I think in pressure situations, he's an excellent shooter, and he could really help the Spurs.
I mean, except for they don't really need that position here. I'm with you, though, and that would have been nice a year ago. But, with what the Spurs currently have in this free agent period in which he's not available, was there somebody else besides, I don't know, a veteran guy like Tobias Harris, who's a shot maker, good floor spacer, and quite honestly, one of the things that excites me most about Tobias Harris, and I do like your comparison to what they have in Harrison Barnes, who's coming back on a 1-year, $8 million deal. But Tobias Harris was asked to play this role in Detroit. Veteran guy, come in with a young team and provide veteran leadership. And he did that. What I have done over the last hour or so since this news broke is I went and read some stuff out of the Detroit Free Press. What are they saying about losing a guy like this? And while they expected it in free agency, he was a very important part of what they were doing. Just do what I did. Go read what they're saying in Detroit about a guy that left. Doesn't seem like they're happy that he's gone. So when you read that, you go, all right, because those guys have been around him for a couple of years, as opposed to, thank goodness, man, I can't believe San Antonio had sucker written on their forehead. That's not what they're saying in Detroit about losing a Tobias Harris.
Look, this is a typical Spurs move. It's exactly. We throw about names, like Rui Hashimura or John Collins or whatever. But I think, Jason, you hit it on the head because the reports earlier, the Spurs are looking to the future with this signing. And they didn't want to sign anybody past a 2-year deal. That was all the reports because they're going to have some guys that they're going to have to re-up at that point in time, and Steph Castle being one of those guys. So they wanted to make sure that this is off the books. Now, I don't understand that necessarily, and I said it before. I think you can make some moves and sign anybody you want and get rid of guys as you go forward. However, for what the Spurs wanted to do, at least according to reports, this is perfect. It's a 2-year deal. He's a veteran guy. He can shoot. I mean, the guy's got a pretty good shooting percentage from 3 and a pretty good shooting percentage just regular shots. And so I think this is a good move for San Antonio, and I like it.
The Detroit News, Tobias Harris, as a 15-year veteran, Harris had one of his most productive seasons of his career. He ended the regular season as Detroit's third leading scorer while maintaining his reliable rebounding, finishing 4th on the team. Harris provided crucial in-clutch moments, emerging as Detroit's second most reliable player behind Cunningham. The only criticism of Harris at 33 was he missed a handful of games due to injuries. Earlier in the year, he was out for 9 games because of a right ankle sprain. A few weeks later, he missed 5 games due to a hip injury. During the playoffs, Harris took the helm as the Pistons' second-best player, averaging 20.8 points on 45.5% shooting through the first 11 games. However, in the last 3 games, he struggled significantly, averaging only 8 points on 20% shooting from the field. Grade B+. That's from the Detroit News when they're talking about Tobias Harris. When I read that, and to me, that's a hell of a report card for a guy that was basically the most reliable player not named Cade Cunningham on the Pistons.
That's pretty high praise.
Right? Exactly, for a veteran guy. So I take that and imagine that playing alongside a Victor, a Steph Castle, a De'Aaron Fox, a Dylan Harper if Dylan develops the way that you expect him to. Champagnie, inconsistent, sure. But when you look at what they are asking this guy to do, to come in and play a role, and I didn't even mention Devin Vassell, right? He's not coming in expected to be the second-best player, but he's a reliable, savvy, veteran guy, and that's what I like about Tobias Harris.
Absolutely, and again, it fits a need. He's a role player. He's certainly not going to be the star on this team. Obviously, there are several guys ahead of him when it comes to that, but he's going to be a reliable guy that when he's on the floor, you're going to be able to trust what he's doing out there. He knows what he's doing, and he's been around the block, and I just think this is typical. It is a typical move when you look historically at what the Spurs do. They've got their foundation. They add pieces around that can help. Tobias Harris is one of those guys.
210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. Mitch, you're on the Blitz. What's up, man?
Hey, good afternoon, guys. I'm a little mixed on the signing of Tobias Harris. Reason being, Keldon Johnson, he had a great year last year, really failed in the playoffs, but their stats are, Keldon's at 6'6", about 220 pounds, and Tobias Harris is 6'7", 6'8", about 226 pounds. They basically have the same frame type.
Sure.
So wanted to get your thoughts on, where Keldon's going to fit in this, and is he going to be used as trade bait moving forward?
I think you just nailed it on the head. He's got a very tradable contract at $18 million going into the final year. I will say this, they love Keldon Johnson. Keldon Johnson loves being a Spur, but it is a business, and he has a very tradable contract if there is a trade that needs to be made or if somebody is looking. So could Tobias be a replacement for Keldon if he's not in the future plans? It's certainly a possibility, but depth was an issue for this team. And you add in a Tobias, and you got a couple of guys that do very similar things. It's either depth, injuries happen, or if somebody gets traded away, you're not trying to plug a hole.
Well, and look, Tobias Harris can do what Wemby is not willing to do, and that's play down low. He can play the post down there. He can rebound. And look, he's just one of those guys that's not afraid to get down there and mix it up. As far as replacing Keldon Johnson, I'm not sure Tobias Harris is the guy to do that. But you got to look at Keldon Johnson because he is going into the final year of his contract. He's going to make $18 million this year. It'd be interesting to see what the Spurs' plans are for him. Do they re-sign him? Do they give him an extension and keep him around San Antonio? Or, as Jason just mentioned, that's a very tradable contract. Now, again, I don't think anybody wants to lose Keldon Johnson. He didn't have the best playoffs in the world, certainly not the best finals in the world. But having said that, it doesn't matter. That happens. Keldon Johnson's a big part of this team. The guys love him. The other players love him. And so I don't know what the Spurs' plans are, but when you start looking down the road at what the Spurs have to do, Keldon Johnson just might not be in the long-term plans for this Spurs basketball team. He just might be one of those guys that's going to be on the outside looking in. When you've got a lot of young players like the Spurs have that they're going to have to eventually sign and extend, it's going to be tough to keep everybody. And Keldon Johnson could be a casualty of that.
Absolutely. And, again, we all have different opinions on our YouTube page. Tariq says Harris and Johnson are not the same at all. Harris is way better. And then Goldfinger says Tobias is inconsistent. 3-point cannot provide floor spacing. Not good on defense. He gets credit for being a floor spacer, my friend. And then Frank says, rather play Carter more than Harris. Again, he's a veteran guy. Whether he comes off the bench or starts, again, when you come to San Antonio and you're a veteran player, you understand what the role is. 2 years, $31 million doesn't tell me that you can come in and command a starting spot.
He's not here for the long haul. There's a reason they only signed him for 2 years. They're looking down. They're looking toward the future for the guys that we mentioned that are going to have to be extended and re-signed. And so, look, Tobias Harris is a short-term fix in San Antonio. That's it. He's not going to be here that long. So he's not a replacement for anybody, and Carter Bryant can learn from him. And look, Carter Bryant's got a lot to learn. And we saw that. As good as he played at times, he played just as poorly at times.
There's a reason why a guy that actually played in the NBA Finals is headed to the Summer League.
Yeah, great point. And he is headed to the Summer League, Carter Bryant is. He needs more seasoning. He really does. I think he's going to be a good player. I didn't like it when the Spurs drafted him last year, but it's proven to be that I think this kid can do something, but he's got to cook a little longer. And so you got to have some guys come in and play that role. I would not be comfortable if the Spurs played Carter Bryant 80% of the time, 70% of the time. He's just not ready for that just yet. He'll get there. I'm confident of that, but he's just not there yet. I guess we got to take a break, don't we?
Yeah.
Well, we'll continue this conversation, though, because we do want to hear from you guys. And again, no opinion is a bad one. I'd just like to know exactly what you guys want to do. 2-0 is that Senegal beating Belgium.
Yeah, huge.
Katie Goodman said that was a good thing.
Yeah.
So could be an upset in the making there. We'll talk about that as well when we continue here on The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know, nobody ever plans on getting arrested, but it happens to a lot of people every day for all kinds of reasons, especially when you have a big holiday weekend like we have coming up with the 4th of July. If you get yourself arrested, you know you want to get out of jail fast. Best way to do that is by calling my good friend Albert and his great staff at AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text BAIL to 474747, or you can start the bonding process online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else to get out of jail, and you don't want to be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you a PR bond, make sure you truly understand what all those conditions are before accepting it. Your best option for stress-free bail bonds is AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They offer payment plans, have a free shuttle service. They are discreet and confidential and open 24/7, offices all over San Antonio and Texas, services nationwide. So if you're up in Dallas, down at the coast, license number 149. Call AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121, or go online at mybestbailbonds.com.
Hi, I am Officer Sarai Walton with the San Antonio Police Department. SAPD is always hiring, and you can apply online if you think you have what it takes to become part of the SAPD family. Submit your application at sapdcareers.com. Once you submit your application, you will be contacted to begin the process. The San Antonio Police Department is always hiring. Start your journey to a rewarding career by applying online at sapdcareers.com. That is sapdcareers.com.
San Antonio, we've got pro football right here this spring and summer. The San Antonio Gunslingers play fast, exciting indoor action in the cool Freeman Coliseum. No heat, just great football. Learn more at sanantoniogunslingers.com and follow us on social media.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55-plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it. Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of Essentials Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Oak Cliff Speed Test Intelligence Data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Let's be honest. Watching the Rangers is better when you got something on the line. On Rangers game days, call your shot with the morning huddles. Rangers double dinger payday. Pick the Ranger you think will send one into the seats. He hits 1, you're going to a Rangers game. He hits 2. Now you've just been upgraded. Tickets and a hotel stay. That's what we call getting paid. Wake up with the morning huddle. Make your pick and win with the morning huddle's Rangers double dinger payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers. It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Yeah, on a big Wednesday here in San Antonio, the Spurs make a move in the free agent frenzy in the NBA. Tobias Harris is the newest San Antonio Spurs. 2 years, $31 million. And he will come in here and, try and fit in with this young squad, and I think he'll do just fine. I'm Joe Reinagle. He's Jason Minix.
You know, it is interesting when you think about, all right, Tobias Harris, which, quite honestly, not a name linked to San Antonio as free agency was approaching or even started. I don't think I read until this morning Tobias Harris linked to San Antonio, and I think that was a tweet from late last night, right? So typical of the old school San Antonio Spurs. All the names you read about, that ain't happening. It's the one out of left field that you go, all right, let's see how. And I'll concede because I'm this way too. When I'm reading names like Hachimura or a John Collins, LeBron, and then you get Tobias Harris.
LeBron.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, this probably does end whatever little chance there was for a LeBron James.
Damn, I'm so sad.
But, I mean, you fall in love with ideas of certain guys and based on their name or popularity, not necessarily what they can do for your basketball team, right?
Exactly. No, you're exactly right.
So when I see, like, on our YouTube chat, well, I would have rather had, sure, all right, cool. But was it ever realistic? And the one part about this whole free agency deal, if the reporting is accurate, and Jake Fisher is really good at what he does, that the Spurs were only looking for 2-year deals, that's going to cross a lot of guys off the list. That really limits your options for guys that want to get paid. I mean, I know I'm going to say joked about it, but there was no way Mamu was coming back here. He opted out of, a $3 million deal. And was he going to come here for $5? I mean, no. And you see the deal they got with the Lakers, and you go, well, there's no way in hell the Spurs were ever going to do that.
Well, and again, it's the money, yes, absolutely, but it's the time on the length of the contract. And again, I just judging by what happened today with Harris, I think those reports are true. The Spurs did not want to extend more than 2 years, regardless of who they signed. And that's what happened here. And not every one of those guys, even I'm really surprised we haven't heard a Rui Hachimura and where he's going. Maybe Phoenix, maybe somewhere else. I'm not sure. But I would assume And this is just an assumption that he wanted more than a 2-year deal with wherever he's going, and maybe that was a detriment in bringing that guy in. I would have loved to have had him here, just for a number of reasons. But I'm happy with the Tobias Harris signing because I think it fits a need. It's going to give Carter Bryant an opportunity to learn from a veteran, number one, and grow up a little bit into the NBA. And I think it's good for everybody. This to me is a good move. And again, Harris will do the dirty work that Wemby appears not willing to do.
Brett Siegel from who's been on the show many, many times before with Clutch Points. He tweets out, Tobias Harris' agent, Terrell Harris, told at Clutch Points that Tobias is thrilled to be joining a young championship contender in San Antonio and wanted to be in the best position to win at the highest level. Quote, Detroit will always mean something to him. Both times he wore the uniform, he's proud of the mark he left in Detroit and leaves with nothing but gratitude.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
And if you weren't with us earlier, Jason read an article or part of an article from one of the Detroit newspapers, and they have glowing reviews on Tobias Harris. And I think he's one of those guys that's just going to be reliable. People comparing him to Harrison Barnes, they're different players in many different ways. But having veterans like those two guys only helps this young roster, this young core roster. And Tobias Harris is going to continue that education for those young men, and it's a good move as far as I'm concerned.
The Hoops Hype tweeted out, name a better team for 2026-27, and it's the San Antonio Spurs.
It's hard to argue with that. It really is hard to argue with that.
I mean, you think about it. And by the way, and granted, it's Hoops Hype, and they're speculating, but they have Tobias backing up Champagnie. Just saying.
The beauty of Harris, though, Jason, is that he can play many spots. Mm-hmm. He can play 3, 4. He can play 5. He can play 2. He can play a lot of those different spots. So we'll see. Maybe he does come off the bench. Maybe that's where he comes from. And maybe part of that is to put him in with Luke Cornett. And a little help for Luke, because we all saw what happened to Luke Cornett in the playoffs. I mean, teams were going after the rack when Cornett came into the ballgame.
Again, to me, I don't know that Tobias Harris is the veteran status of a player like a Chris Paul that can come in and demand that he starts, demand that somebody gives up his number. Didn't he wear 12 in Detroit? Think Bruce Bowen's going to unretire that for the 4th time?
I don't know about
that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, but Hoops Hype, and they've got their starting lineup, or their depth chart, if you will. Now, obviously, things could change, but, the starters are Fox, Castle, Vassell, Champagnie, and Vic. Then this second unit, imagine a hockey line change, if you will. Harper, Keldon, Harrison, Tobias, and Luke Cornett. That's not a bad second unit.
Not bad at all.
And I know I talked about depth earlier, and the Spurs needed to work on their depth. And one of the comments on YouTube is they had depth last year. Mitch just didn't use them. I completely disagree with that. The guys that didn't get to play, there's a reason they didn't get to play. And when they did find their way into a game, except for the one time when they were, just there to hurt people, they didn't do anything. They were a liability. So you look at that second unit, and then the third unit, you got granted, Terrace Reed is down there and Carter Bryant, and it'll be interesting to see Jaden is in there as well if he's able to play. But, you look all of a sudden some of the size on this basketball team, and my goodness, they're significant depth if you factor in Tobias along with the draft picks, especially in the front court.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what Mitch Johnson does and how he does it and how he assembles his team. And again, you look at their draft picks. I don't know if Quaidance will play at all this year. Certainly, I don't anticipate him playing early in the season. And then you've got Reed. How does he fit into all this? So look, Mitch Johnson's got some pieces to play with, I'm getting criticized, Minix, for saying that he's a good veteran player that's going to come in here, and they're saying, well, wouldn't LeBron James have been that? They're two different players in my mind and two different circumstances. LeBron James is LeBron James. I think Mitch Johnson might have had a hard time saying, hey, LeBron, you're going to come off the bench. Yeah, LeBron would have been a good mentor to all of these guys. There's no question about it. But Tobias Harris is just strictly coming in as a role player, and that's it. I don't know how LeBron would have fit into this team or what they would have done with him or how many minutes he would have wanted to play. I have no idea. He's LeBron James. I think he probably could command whatever he wants. And you talk about a guy that could come in here and command to start, I think LeBron James would fit that bill.
Yeah, he's the kind that would. And, you know, as Mark Stein did tweet out, this all but ends any LeBron speculation to San Antonio. What little chance there was appears to be gone because of Tobias Harris.
Well, look, nobody's comparing those two, obviously, because LeBron James is one of the best players to ever play this game. Tobias Harris is just a good, solid player and a good, solid addition to this ball club.
210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. Gary, you're on the Blitz. What's up, man?
Hey, guys, I mean, y'all must have been reading my mind because I was getting ready to ask a similar question to what you guys already answered. You know, during this last draft, the Spurs went out and went power forward crazy, which I was happy to see. But what I really want is a backup lineup that comes in rather than trying to just keep things afloat, actually put some points on the board, because it seems like as soon as Wemby sat down and we brought in all our backups, things would just start falling apart, and, you know, they were going to the hole like it was free lunch in there. What kind of lineup do you think would be a really quality second string starting lineup that could score some buckets, do something for us for change?
Well,
so you kind of, what do you think?
Yeah, Gary, I think, again, Mitch Johnson's going to have some options, and he may not even know at this point in time what he wants to do. If you rub back out and just start the guys that you started at the end of the final series, I'm okay with that. I think there needs to be a little bit of a change in philosophy, maybe not so many three-pointers, or at least be a little more patient with the three-point shots. I think that would be a change I would make if I was Mitch Johnson. But I think he's got some options. And I think Reed can help right away. He's one of those guys that can, but certainly in a backup role. And he adds some depth at that position. And Tobias Harris, I think you could do either way. If you wanted to start him at some games, you could do that. You want to have him coming off the bench, you can do that as well. And so I think Mitch Johnson's got a lot of great options to go to when it comes to this basketball team.
To me, the scoring from the second unit starts with Dylan Harper. And while I know there was a lot of us down the stretch wondering, should Dylan Harper be a starter, if he embraced the Manu Ginobili role, it doesn't matter who starts, it's who's on the floor when the game is on the line, then your scoring punch when the second unit is coming into the game for the first time is going to be Dylan Harper. And we all know that rarely do you have a hockey line change where you got 5 in and 5 out. But as we sit right now on the first day of July, the second unit scorer is Dylan Harper. And if Keldon is around, if he plays like he did during the regular season and not during the postseason, and Tobias Harris can score. Outside of Cade Cunningham, he was their most reliable scorer the last couple of years in Detroit. So I do think there is more scoring punch with the second unit right now than what we had last season.
Well, and certainly, and I think you got to throw Keldon Johnson into that as well. I mean, he's got to take that mantle. And he did during the regular season, got him the Sixth Man of the Year award. But then in the playoffs, he disappeared. And so that can't happen. And I think with the depth that they've added, Jason, I think it gives the Spurs team maybe a little more rest, certainly more depth as you go into the playoffs next year. So guys like Wemby aren't just gassed by the middle of the third quarter. And I think what they've done in the draft and now with Tobias Harris, I think they're in pretty good shape.
Yep.
Without a doubt. We're talking a lot about this, obviously, because big signing for the Spurs today. They did make a move, pull the trigger on a free agent move in the free agent frenzy. And we'll continue to talk about it as we continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. First, I want to talk to you about Connecticut Quality Water Softeners. You guys know I love mine. I think it's one of the best things that I put in my house. It has just made such a difference in everything that I do when it comes to water, whether that's the clothes, the dishes, the shower, anything that you do, the Connecticut quality water softener makes it better because you guys know hard water is a problem here in San Antonio and South Texas. And, well, the Connecticut quality water softener, it solves that problem without a doubt. And they've still got this great deal going on. And this is the bonus that I tell you, I think obviously you use the Connecticut all the time, but this reverse osmosis drinking station, boy, I tell you what, it is just fantastic. It eliminates the need for bottled water. You don't need it anymore because you've got it right there at your kitchen sink, and they're going to give you one for free when you purchase a Connecticut quality water softener. No more lugging bottles home from the grocery store or having to figure out what you're going to do with all the empty water bottles that you have. You don't have to do that anymore. You've got it right there at your kitchen sink. And what I love about that, they're going to install it, but they'll install it. They've got different styles, so it's going to match your kitchen. It's not going to look out of place. It's going to look like it belongs there the entire time. They also still have the 0% interest for 12 months. You don't want to wait. Get this done. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your family to do it. 656-PURE, 656-7873, or you can get them online at ConnecticutSA.com. And you know the jingle. Sing it with me. It's the last water softener you'll ever own. Call 656-PURE, Connecticut.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams 4th of July sale and get 30% off paints and stains June 26th through July 6th. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
I love a girls' weekend, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin, thanks to Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy.
You can usually find me in the kitchen, but my active psoriatic arthritis can limit me at times. Now I'm still in the mix with Skyrizi to treat my joint symptoms.
With Skyrizi, most people with plaque psoriasis saw 90% clearer skin when measured from head to toe at 4 months.
Or if you're an adult with active psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi helps you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin.
There's nothing like better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Hey, this is Lauren, and a little thing I love about the hash brown scrambled burrito is that it's gonna add the protein that you need. The eggs with those crispy nuggets. It's the ultimate combo.
Hi, this is Maya, and a little thing I love about the hash brown scrambled burrito is that it's packed with protein. Having Chick-fil-A chicken in a breakfast burrito is just phenomenal to me. You have the chicken, you have the eggs, and then you add these hash browns. It's just complete, honestly.
Order the Chick-fil-A hash brown scrambled burrito and Simply Orange Juice on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Move over, Chips. There's a new crunchier MVP in the snack aisle. Enter pork rinds. Southern recipe pork rinds are low-carb, gluten-free, and packed with protein to keep you going. And the flavors, big, bold, crunchy. From sweet barbecue to hot honey, every bite brings that flavor-packed crunch you crave. Grab your favorites today at H-E-B or online at porkrinds.com. Southern recipe pork rinds are your snack time, crunch time hero.
Paid spokesperson.
Hey, hon, the insurance company keeps calling.
What? Sorry.
You know, your car accident, your injuries. What do you want to do?
I actually talked to Thomas J. Henry Law this morning. Did you know they're one of the largest personal injury firms in Texas?
Yep, I see their billboards all the time.
And they have over 200 attorneys and won over $1 billion for their clients.
And that's who you want, right?
Yeah, plus I want to get back in the game. It's getting pretty good.
Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. Principal Office, San Antonio.
The world's biggest soccer showdown is here, and Novo Brewery is San Antonio's ultimate place to watch. Over 80 feet of massive LED screens, craft beer, hard kombucha on tap, and a food menu built for the moment. Novo Brewery, attached to North Star Mall and at novobrew.com.
And Doug. Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual. You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons. And lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen. And oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live. And you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at LibertyMutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Spurs fans, you got a new Spur to cheer for. His name is Tobias Harris, and the Spurs make a 2-year deal with him. $31 million. We want to know how you feel about it. I'm Joe Reinagle. He's Jason Minix.
210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. Tobias Harris, sure, not the name that we've been hearing, not one of the many names that we've heard for several days in a row.
Not sexy.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
Is this not typical of what you would expect from the San Antonio Spurs?
Absolutely.
I mean, you're thinking, all right, this guy, and Tobias Harris. And again, there's nothing wrong with the Tobias Harris. Nothing.
No.
If his name would have been talked about last Friday, I think a lot of people would have been a lot more excited about it. But I think a lot of you, based on comments on our YouTube channel, which you can comment as well through sasportstar.com, those of you that send direct messages as opposed to just tweet, however you do it, I think getting somebody from the Lakers had a bit of a sex appeal to it, right? And visualizing Hachimura joining the Spurs and then Collins, right? And again, the LeBron James idea, which, again, small percentage. I could see it working on the basketball court. The off-the-court stuff just doesn't feel like anything that the Spurs would voluntarily sign up for, right? I mean, even with what Wemby does is out of the norm for San Antonio because he came in already with a level of popularity and a guy that enjoys media and social media and does stuff that Tim Duncan would never, right? But they had to adjust. If we got a player like Wemby, we're going to have to adjust. I don't know that they would be willing to adjust on a rental with LeBron. It just didn't feel like something San Antonio would do as an organization. But, I mean, there was that chance, right? That feels like it's gone now with this Tobias Harris deal.
Well, let's hope so. Let's hope so. And again, I think you hit the nail on the head. With LeBron, who knows? He's bringing a TV crew in here. The fans would have loved it. I understand that. You got a guy like the status of a LeBron James playing for your team. I get the excitement level of it, and I understand why people wanted it. I wasn't a fan of it. I just didn't think it would be a good fit here, or he would be a good fit here. And I'm not even sure he wants to come here, for goodness sake. So I all of those things, take into consideration. I think the Spurs did what they did today because it's typical Spurs, role players, veteran guys that can come in here and play a role and contribute right away.
The Bleacher Report tweets out, big old red siren. San Antonio Spurs are no longer expected to pursue LeBron after signing Tobias Harris at the Stein line. The sweepstakes for the King is down to 28 teams, and there's a red X over the Lakers logo and a red X over the Spurs logo.
Well, I mean,
I will say this, though. Everything I just said about the Spurs organization and LeBron James is true. But when you can add a player like LeBron, especially if he truly is just going and asking for the veteran minimum, right? And he wants an opportunity at a championship. San Antonio makes sense. And I don't necessarily know, because financially it's nothing, that the Spurs would officially be out, because he would make this team better. And you would figure out how to make it work. Do the Spurs want to deal with the crap that comes along with having LeBron James? I mean, how many more PR people would they have to hire?
They'd have to hire a lot. And again, when Chris Paul came in here, people were thrilled. because he's a big name, guy that's been around a long time, but he did demand that he start. And we all thought there were times when he shouldn't have been. He just didn't play all that well at times. And so, I'm not saying that would have happened with LeBron, but, I mean, he could have come in here and demanded anything he wanted to. I'm not saying he would have. I'm just speculating, but he could have. And you just don't know what it would have been like. And I think with a guy like Tobias Harris, he's going to come in here and do whatever he has to do to contribute. Look, Tobias Harris knows that he's got an opportunity coming to San Antonio to win a championship. He's on the back end of his career, and he's got an opportunity to do that. Something I don't believe he has ever done. I'll have to look that up, so don't hold me to it, but I don't think he has. And, well, there you go. So I think he's going to come in here. He's going to do whatever is asked of him and play whatever role the Spurs need him to play.
It's going to be interesting. Now, you do look at a lot of the moves, and it felt like this morning there were moves left and right, and everybody went to lunch and took the rest of the day off because there's been – outside of Tobias Harris, not a whole lot done, although the Lakers were busy as hell before breakfast today. So, pretty crazy as Belgium gets on the board. Now 2-1, Senegal with the lead. Belgium scores in the 85th minute. This is big because after the United States wins tonight over Bosnia, they will get the winner of this game.
And Katie Goodman says we'd rather have Senegal. What she said.
I mean, they are the lesser team.
I guess, but they're winning.
Well, they're winning. Not that I've been watching intently. Well, it's actually how I watch most soccer games.
Well, yeah, sure.
But it looks like they've just played better today. Although that Belgium goal was pretty sweet.
That was pretty sweet. They need another one, though.
Oh, they do.
Or they're in trouble, and they don't have a lot of time left. I don't know what kind of penalty time is going to be.
It feels like extra time.
Or extra time, I guess.
Extra time.
Is that what you call it? Extra time?
I believe so.
Time?
Well, no, penalty
time
is there's no penalty time.
Right.
It's extra time.
Okay.
Then it goes to penalty kicks.
Okay, gotcha.
After you play the extra 30 minutes. Whatever happened to the golden goal? Didn't they used to do that for overtime?
The golden goal?
Yeah.
Dude, I have no idea.
Yeah, well, it's a sudden death. Basically, you play until somebody scores, and if you score, the game is over, like they have in hockey. Although in hockey, they don't call it a golden goal, but I believe, because I am a soccer expert, that is the term that was used in soccer.
Golden goal.
Yeah, instead of going to this dumb penalty kick stuff, which has been rather entertaining.
It really has been.
But you would just play until somebody scored, and then if you scored, the game was over.
Well, maybe that's why they went to it, because the penalty kicks are pretty entertaining.
Well, no, because it's a TV show now, and they want to get the hell out of there.
Well, of course they do. And nobody wants to see another, 90 minutes of guys running around on a grass field.
I mean, especially if they stop selling beer.
Well, exactly.
When do they stop selling beer at a soccer game?
I don't think they ever do. At least in Europe, they don't.
If anybody has been to one of the World Cup games, whether Dallas, Houston, or anywhere else, when do they stop selling beer? Football started the fourth quarter. Basketball started the fourth. How do they decide when the beer sales is over? Because especially now in the knockout round, game's tied, you got 30 more minutes of soccer, plus extra time, stoppage time. And then you got the penalty kicks. You could be there for another hour. That's beer sale money that FIFA could make. They just get another one?
They did.
They got another one? In the 88th minute, it is now 2-2. Belgium rallying back. Number 10 with the header to the back of the net.
Boy, Senegal looks like the Spurs in the finals.
Dude, they just blew a 29-point lead.
Well, the equivalent of.
Yes.
They're not over, but I mean, how weird is that?
They scored 3 minutes apart.
Belgium couldn't do anything until just, the last 5 minutes? And then they scored 2 goals. So, wow, this is incredible. And it's not good. Not good because the United States, if they win tonight.
If
they win tonight.
Win.
They will play the winner of this game.
See, now that guy's offsides, but he's not in the play. So I don't think it's going to matter. And the goalie murdered the guy that was using his head.
Now, see, that ought to be like a 3-pointer if you use your head to score.
Well, but you see, look, the goalie comes in and clotheslines the guy as he was heading the ball in.
No harm, no foul. He scored. He's fine.
He is fine.
Yes.
Get the magic spray. He got up right away. I don't know enough about soccer. Soccer expert here. But because that guy wasn't involved in the play, even though he was offsides, it's going to count.
I don't understand that at all. If you're offsides, you're offsides.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can be offsides, but if you're not involved in the play, it doesn't matter.
Wouldn't that be great if they did that in the NFL?
Sure.
I mean, if a wide receiver on the right side is offsides and they throw it to the left, he's not involved in the play.
Well, yeah, but he was offsides at the beginning of the play, so that's illegal.
I'm
but
just saying.
It's when, if the quarterback is rolling to the right and, some dude just got a yellow card for celebrating.
Well,
that referee looks pissed.
He does look pissed. I think that's
the coach from Belgium.
Sure is.
I mean, who actually looks like Al Bundy. He looks like he's going to go sell shoes.
I think it was Frankenstein, that guy.
What is that?
Not an attractive fellow. I'm just saying.
He got a yellow card for celebrating?
So we're in extra time.
No, we're at the 90th minute. They haven't put up what the stoppage time is going to be yet. They still have to figure it out. I'm randomly going to guess 7 minutes because it feels like it's always 7 minutes.
So they already know they're doing that, but they're letting them play. It's already
the clock
7 minutes.
See?
How about that, soccer expert?
Wow. Soccer expert.
Minix is a soccer expert. Well, who needs Katie Goodman tomorrow? We'll just sit you over there in that seat, and you can explain it all.
You've seen Katie.
No, we'll have Katie in.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we'll have Katie. Yes.
I mean, we're doing it for you guys that are watching on YouTube.
Yes, of course.
And for James Pledge.
Uh-huh. Well, and for me and you. I mean, for goodness sake.
Well, but that makes us sound selfish.
No, not really. Everybody knows we're selfish. We're not fooling anybody.
What do you mean?
Dude, please.
What do you mean?
Yeah, we're not. We are selfish. Yes,
we are.
Now Gibbs says she ought to host the show.
At one point,
she did, right?
Yeah, with pleasure.
Yeah. And now she's big time because she's an analyst for SAFC.
Well, no, Pledge is the big time one and decided he didn't want to wake up and come to work on a Saturday morning anymore.
I see.
And she got tired of seeing him in his jammies.
Yeah, well, I don't blame her for that. Goodness gracious. Oh, they damn near scored again.
Damn near, but they didn't.
Wow.
They didn't.
The people from Senegal are very concerned.
She's already crying. You guys haven't lost yet.
Well, dude, when you sit there, I was crying when the Spurs blew a 29-point lead.
Yeah.
So I get it. When you blow a lead like that, you're like, holy cow.
Because you knew you were going to be on bad beats.
Ooh.
What a save. What a save.
Boy, I tell you what.
Senegal's goalie came up with a save.
Boy, but
and then he gave it right back.
Is just attacking, man.
They are.
They are attacking. They're putting on the full court
Ryan
press.
Eagle with soccer terminology.
Wow.
Yes.
What did Katie call the goal? A Piazzi?
I don't remember.
Uh-oh. That dude's holding his leg. He got shot.
He's fine.
These guys.
He's fine.
They taught SGA how to flop.
Dude.
I wonder if he watched soccer and learned how to flop. These are the floppingest dudes I've ever seen.
Well, did you see that guy? I mean, he kicked the ball and hurt his ankle.
Did he really?
Well,
or is that just an excuse?
No, because he missed. He was trying to punt the ball and he missed. And then it was a turnover.
And now dude's pissed off.
Well, I mean, they're all mad.
Because
they're having to watch more soccer.
Coming down. It's like, dude, we're tired, man. We got dinner reservations. Come on.
Well, his leg's fine. Look at that kick.
See that? He's fine.
Senegal with a bit of an attack. And they turn it over.
Well, this is going to come down to penalty kicks, I hope.
Well, no, because they're going to play 30 more minutes before we get to penalty kicks.
Oh, that's what happens. Well, I don't want to see that.
Well, what do you mean, 30 more minutes?
No.
No?
So let's see if
Belgium's got an opportunity attacking in the box, and he
unfortunately
he kicked it backwards.
In all of this excitement, we have to take a break.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, my goodness. 2-2.
Soccer play-by-play.
We will update you when we return here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Let me tell you about Quartermoon Plumbing, Heating, and AC. 210-651-5899. 651-5899. If your AC is working like the Senegal goalie the last 10 minutes, you need to call Quartermoon because they can get you straightened out. If you're having issues with your plumbing, Quartermoon, they are great. But it's not just emergency situations. Quartermoon's great at that, but they also have great maintenance programs that ensures everything's going to be working the way it should. And a problem that they have run into here in San Antonio is they were getting calls and going out and taking care of people's homes because, well, the homes weren't smelling right. If your home smells a little bit off, it could actually be your AC unit, and Quartermoon has created the fix. They call it their Breathe Easy package, where they're going to come out, pull and deep clean the blower motor, blower wheel, and the AC housing. They'll clean the coil and disinfect the inside of your AC cabinet. Then they're going to put a UV light in there that's going to zap bacteria and other stuff that's up in there. You're going to get cleaner air, a fresher home, and everything is going to smell the way it's supposed to. So emergency situations, or if your house just doesn't smell right, call Quartermoon, 210-651-5899, 651-5899, or online at quartermoonplumbing.com.
You're locked on the Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons 2 to 6. KTFM Floresville. And everywhere at sasportstar.com.
Hey, San Antonio, did you know your city has its own professional indoor football team? That's right, the San Antonio Gunslingers play pro football in Freeman Coliseum all spring and summer long. Fast-paced, hard-hitting action in the cool, comfortable indoor arena. No blazing Texas heat, just pure excitement. It's football the way it was meant to be, right here at home. Learn more, grab tickets, and follow online at sanantoniogunslingers.com and on social media. The San Antonio Gunslingers, your indoor pro football team.
I told my buyers, let's get them bought. Right now is the time to go. GiveMeTheVin.com is America's best car buyer, paying top dollar for your car, truck, sports car, exotic. What are you waiting for? We want to buy your car right now. Find out why thousands of satisfied customers across the United States put more money in their pocket by going to GiveMeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio and have been practicing law here since 1994. And in the past 30-plus years, I've helped hundreds of San Antonians injured by negligent drivers. If you've been injured in a car or truck collision, call me, 210-900-0400. I did want to let you know of a very disturbing trend I've seen that you really need to be aware of. If an attorney or someone acting on that attorney's behalf calls you after a traffic collision, with very limited exceptions, that is called barratry or solicitation. It's a crime and is unethical under our state bar rules. Do not answer these phone calls. Do not hire an unethical attorney. Neither I nor anyone in my firm will ever call you after a traffic collision. If you need my help, and if you've been injured in a traffic collision, I think you do, you'll need to call me. My name is Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400, or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And right now, save $500 on Tempur-Breeze mattresses, plus get a $300 instant gift. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
It is the big news around these parts. Spurs have agreed to a 2-year, $31 million deal with veteran forward Tobias Harris. In World Cup action earlier today, England, they beat the Congo 2-1. They're off to the round of 16. Harry Kane scored both goals for England. Tonight at 7 o'clock, USA will take on Bosnia Herzegovina for a chance to advance to the round of 16 against either Belgium or Senegal.
Sports Center brought to you by SAPDcareers.com. The San Antonio Police Department is always hiring.
From the studios of San Antonio's Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Blitz. 2 decades on the radio, Jason Minix. 2 decades on TV, Joe Reinagel. 2 San Antonio sports voices you've trusted for years. This is The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
On a hump day!
Hump day!
Hump day!
Hump day!
Happy hump day, everybody. Hope you're having a great one out there. Whatever you're doing, however you are doing it. Thanks for spending a little time with us here on The Blitz. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Jason Minix, Joe Reinagel. We appreciate you sticking around here on a big day for the San Antonio Spurs and World Cup soccer, for that matter.
Tobias Harris is the newest member of the San Antonio Spurs. Free agent signing. It was, about 3:30-ish? Somewhere in,
roughly. A little earlier than that,
2:45.
something like that.
I think we were talking to RJO just before 3.
Yes.
So it's a couple hours old. So our poll question on YouTube, good signing or not for the San Antonio Spurs? Simple yes or no. 77% say yes. 23% say no. You've got plenty of time to get over to YouTube and vote. You can get there. We got a little shortcut through sasportstar.com. Or if you're already on YouTube, just search out San Antonio Sports Star. Comments are all over the place. The comments do not reflect a 77 to 23% spread in the poll right now, although I'm guessing the 23% no's are the ones being the most vocal, if you will, in the YouTube chat. And a lot of comments about our soccer commentary, because we are soccer experts.
Well, I mean, most of it's pretty good, except Miguel said he couldn't wait for the commercial break. So I don't know what
me
that
neither,
means.
dude. Although Eagle fan says Joe will find a way to call the guy who just ran around for 120 minutes soft.
Well, I mean, dude, they are flopping like a fish. These guys, soccer players have always done that. You ever notice that? If somebody breathes on them, they fall like they got shot. And I'm just saying, so if you're a soccer fan, I don't want to hear any criticism of SGA. None.
Why can't you be a fan of soccer and criticize SGA?
Well, because if you're okay with flopping around in soccer, why can't you be okay with flopping around in the NBA?
Because, SGA plays for another team. If he played for the Spurs, we would be okay with the flopping.
Of course
you
we
understand
would.
how that goes.
Oh, I get that, sure. I understand.
We love all our listeners. Some more than others, but we love you all.
I'm loving Rene Valdez and wish I was with him.
Me too.
Chilling in Waikiki.
Yep, listening to you guys at Waikiki Beach. Such a fan.
Dude, thank you.
Always a great show. What time is it in Hawaii?
It's about
noon?
5. It's about noon there,
it's
right?
About noon?
Yeah, about noon.
Well, hopefully he's not quite sober yet.
Renee's on his, 5th or 6th drink by now.
I mean, you would think.
Yeah.
You're on the beach. I hope we're on a loudspeaker. Got your turtle box going loud, or at the bar, whatever the case is.
12:05.
It's 12:05.
12:05.
Well, see, when my niece Bree was at the University of Hawaii, I think she was there for about 5 years to get her associate's degree because, she was going to school in Hawaii. Trying to call her was always the challenge, right? Because the time difference. Bad enough, like my kids in Arizona, and right now they're 2 hours behind. But when she was in Hawaii, that was crazy.
Well, that is crazy. Can you imagine? So the NFL in Hawaii starts at 7 in the morning? You'd miss the first games, Minix.
It's kind of like the NFL on the West Coast starts at 10 a.m.
I get it, but in Hawaii, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Can you imagine firing up the grill about 5, having those ribs ready at 7?
Well, I don't know where you're going where you can fire up a grill and 2 hours later have ribs ready.
The microwave.
Oh, good Lord, child. The microwave. That just sounds... You can do party ribs in about 2 hours.
Well, there you go. I'm just saying, that would be crazy. But then again, I mean, hell, football will be over. You still have the whole day left. Those 3 o'clock games, start at 10? I had to do a little math in my head there.
Math is difficult for Reinagel.
The wheels were spinning, that's for sure. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Pledge is writing War and Peace up there. Why don't you just...
Well, a guy just called in to say thank you all. He talked about y'all mentioning going and getting checked. He got a colonoscopy and found something, had to get surgery, and he just wanted to appreciate us for.
What, is he okay?
Yeah.
All right, well, good.
You didn't want to put him through?
Happy
We
to
do
hear
a
that.
talk
He
show.
didn't want to come on.
Oh, okay. But
Well, I appreciate you calling.
I mean, look, go get checked. I know we're in July now, so Men's Health Month is over, but it's always Men's Health Month, and I'm not glad that they found something, but you got checked, and if they caught it early, you're going to be in better shape. I know we went through this in October with my wife and her mammogram, and it was the smoothest of bumpy rides as you can have when you're going through breast cancer, but it was the early detection that made everything work. I saw Jason Fitz posted a video yesterday on social media, and I've known Jason for a long time when he was playing in the band Perry, and now he's doing all this stuff on Yahoo. Dude's in shape, works out like a crazy man. He had 3 major blockages. He has to go have a double bypass surgery.
Wow.
But he said in his video, and I haven't heard back from him, but I imagine everybody is reaching out to him that knows him, but he said something just didn't feel right, and he was getting tested, like, you're in too good a shape, you're fine. But these certain numbers weren't right. And he went to multiple cardiologists before they finally said, you know what, let's take a closer look. And then they were like, yeah, whatever you're doing, don't raise your heart rate, man, because I don't know how you're alive.
Wow.
And now he's got to go get open heart surgery.
Wow.
Listen to your body and go get checked.
Yeah, and just go get. Everybody should go get a physical. Once a year or so. You should do that. Yeah, because you catch those things early. I mean, obviously, it's a much better than catching them late.
Yes.
So.
And again, you go through if I didn't go to the doctor, I wouldn't know that. I felt fine yesterday and I feel fine today, but you tell me I've got this.
Yeah.
Trust me, we just went through it. I get it.
Yes.
But go get checked.
Go get checked.
To
and
the
I'm happy.
listener, whatever your name is, dude, what pledge? Clark, take care of yourself, man. We're pulling for you.
Yeah, Clark, way to go. I'm glad everything turned out okay for you, buddy. I'm serious, in all sincerity. That's great news. Great news. So they're into the is it extra time?
Yes.
Which I get, is that overtime?
Well, sort of. It's 30 minutes. It's 2 15-minute halves.
Why does it still say 94 minutes?
Because it counts up. The clock in soccer never stops. When they started, it's at 0, and it goes until it stops when the game is over. You notice it never stops. So it goes to 90. Now it's going to 120 plus stoppage time.
No, they're kind of dumb.
It's all.
I mean, just stop the clock.
They don't stop the clock.
All right. Well, it's still tied 2-2. And
it drives me nuts, though, because you have no idea how much time. Like, the game is on the line. We're over the stoppage time. It's like with Turkey scoring, the game should have been over based on the damn clock and what they told us. But that dude right there, the referee, is the only one that really knows. And when he decides he's tired of running, he blows a whistle, and we all go get orange slices.
Well, that dude, he's talking about a guy that's in shape. I mean, that's all he does is run. He didn't have to kick the ball. He just runs around.
Could you imagine?
No. I could not.
Because you love running.
Dude, I hate running. I've always hated running. Never have been a fan of it. But this is good. I mean, and we got a rooting interest here. If you're a Team USA person, you got a rooting interest. Because according to our soccer expert, not Jason Minix, Katie Goodman, she says we want to root for Senegal.
Well, because Belgium is the better team. She's called Senegal the lesser team.
Well, that means they suck.
They're the lesser team. And I'm surprised you didn't bite her head off going, we want the challenge. We don't want an easy road to winning the World Cup.
No, we do, actually, in this case. But
with the Spurs, you wanted the toughest road possible. You don't want an easy road.
I don't want an easy road.
Come on.
Hell no.
Uh-huh.
Look at them. They took the hard road and...
Well, they got to the NBA Finals.
Well, they would have gotten there either way, and they lost.
Why do you got to bring the room down?
So the end of that road that they traveled was a big roadblock.
If they had an easier road, maybe they would have had more energy to close out games in the fourth quarter.
Well, maybe.
You know, if they didn't have the battles, if they had the cakewalk that the Knicks had, sweeping Cleveland that quit, and Philadelphia that whatever Philadelphia did.
Well, unfortunately for the Spurs,
Atlanta.
they're never going to have an easy road because they don't play in the Eastern Conference.
Oh.
It's always going to be tough.
Always.
Because the East sucks.
The East does.
Yeah, it really. Although they are the champions, I was reminded of that. I said that to somebody. The East sucks. Well, they're the champions. I'm like, oh. I mean, how do you respond to that?
Well, I mean, again, the road to the finals was easy. The East always has one or two really good teams. They don't have 6 or 8 really good teams.
I mean, get it.
There were times in the Spurs championship run that the West was so damn good that teams that didn't make the playoffs would have been a 3 or 4 seed in the East.
Crazy. Yeah, they would have been, which is nuts, by the way. We'll keep you updated on what's happening with Belgium and Senegal as they're into extra time here, all tied up at 2. We'll talk more about the Tobias Harris signing as well, and we invite you to chime in. However you'd like to do that, you want to go to our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page, you can do that. Go to sasportstar.com. Easy shortcut to get there from there. Like and subscribe while you're there, or you can give us a call, 656-3776, 656-ESPN. This is The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know, injuries happen, and when they do, you can skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Corey area, they have extended hours Monday through Saturday. They have on-site x-ray casting and bracing. In fact, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, but best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. So if you're injured, get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic. Learn more online at tsaog.com. That's tsaog.com.
The Morning Huddle.
Yeah, 0.78 Bitcoin, so... I'm
almost have a full coin. That's not
almost.
Bad.
Yeah.
And the reason he said that he doesn't give his wife the password is because he doesn't. When he dies, he doesn't want her next husband to have access.
That's what I'm saying. You don't want her to think about that it's worth more.
It just seems much. That just seems like such a petty thing to think about. Like,
oh, I'm petty all the way.
He's like, man. I'm like, aren't you worried about taking care of your wife when you die? No, I don't want that guy, whoever is the next guy, to have access to that money.
Till death do us part.
And then we part. We can part as friends, but we freaking part.
Yeah.
No life insurance.
That includes my money.
Dying, you're on your own.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, gotcha.
The Morning Huddle with AJ and Rob. Weekday mornings 6 to 10. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The world's biggest soccer tournament has arrived, and you can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. Trade every match from the opening rounds all the way to the final. Last week, Argentina was trading at 15% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade could pay out $637 if they win soccer's biggest prize. Want to know what they're trading at today? Check Kalshi. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code PITCH to get a $10 credit when you trade $10. That's promo code PITCH. Kalshi. Trade on anything. 18 plus only. Must be present in state where it's legal to trade. If that contract trading involves risk, it may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. $10 free credit with no expiration. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. For more information, see Kalshi.com/regulatory.
We expect our information in real time. US Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 888-665-0696 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check as easy as... That's 888-665-0696.
Dave Ramsey here, and I love my Connecticut water softener. Right now, with the purchase of a Connecticut water softener, you receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink, complete with a color fixture to match your kitchen. That means cleaner, better tasting water for coffee, cooking, ice, and everyday drinking. The Connecticut K5 drinking water station removes up to 99% of many contaminants and can be customized for your home. So instead of buying bottled water or wondering what's really coming out of your tap, you get cleaner, great tasting water right where you use it most. A Connecticut runs on energy from your water flow, which means no electricity, no timer, and no computer that can break. With its twin tank system, you get soft water 24/7. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country for a free water test at 210-656-PURE. And tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
ConnecticutSA.com.
License number 38961.
Future you wants to have fun on the 4th, so get set in one stop at Target's 4th of July sale. Get 40% off women's dresses, skirts, and shorts. And for the kiddos, shorts are 20% off. What's a celebration without something tasty? Frozen treats are BOGO 25% off. Plus, you save 30% on soda 12 packs when you buy 3. Have fun all weekend long. Shop Target's 4th of July sale. And Saturday, restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
The sounds of summer. They're great until they're not. Luckily, AutoZone has free battery testing and charging.
Let me check that for you.
To help make a rough moment smooth. Don't miss the Celebrate Free event at AutoZone. Free products with select deals until July 27th. And free services every day. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've lived in San Antonio for more than 50 years. Went to grade school, high school, and graduated from law school right here. San Antonians have trusted me as their attorney after serious injury and fatality collisions since 1994. My website is alawyerforus.com. Why a lawyer for us? Well, after several years of practice, I watched as insurance companies created their own law firms solely to defend against auto claims. Today, there are very few insurance companies that do not have their own captive law firm filled with attorneys whose job is to minimize what the insurance company has to pay on an auto claim. If you or a family member is injured in a traffic collision, you will need your own attorney. Just remember alawyerforus.com. For many lawyers you see on billboards, your case will be handled by a non-lawyer or a staff lawyer. If you call me, Jason Thompson, I will be the lawyer you speak with. The initial consultation is always free. If you or a family member needs an experienced attorney you can trust, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 900-0400. That's 210-900-0400 or alawyerforus.com.
This World Cup update on San Antonio Sports Star is brought to you by Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks is unmatched for every match. With 29-degree drafts of Michelob Ultra, handcrafted Casamigos margaritas, a scratch-made menu, and screens that put you in the front row of every game, it's all going down at the Lodge. Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
Westwood One Sports presents this World Soccer Update. I'm Phil Constantino. World Cup round of 32, a wild game right now in Seattle. Senegal led 2-0 after an early second-half goal, but Belgium, with its backs against the wall, answered. An 86th-minute goal by Romelu Lukaku, and then moments later in the 89th minute, a goal by Yuri Tielemans. Right now the score in stoppage time of regulation, Belgium 2, Senegal 2, likely headed to extra time in Seattle. Winner of this game will face the winner of tonight's matchup between the USA and Bosnia and Herzegovina in the round of 16. That game for Team USA kicks 8 p.m. Eastern tonight in Santa Clara. Earlier today, a final, England, a 2-1 comeback win over DR Congo. Harry Kane with a pair of second-half goals. England through to the round of 16. I'm Phil Constantino, Westwood One Sports.
Hi, how can I help?
Well, my husband and I feel like we've outgrown our current money manager.
I see.
Our lives have changed, and we need something more than just mutual funds to help us in retirement.
She's right.
I hear that often. At Fisher Investments, we'd start by getting to know you, your finances, family, health, lifestyle. We tailor a portfolio around your goals and needs.
Sounds good.
Can you help with estate planning?
Yes. We have a team of specialists who can help you with estate planning, Social Security, investment income, and more. We'll get to know your whole financial picture and help keep you on the path to a comfortable retirement.
And your fees?
We have a simple, transparent fee that's a percentage of the value of your portfolio. So we do better when you do better.
I feel better already.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at fisherinvestments.com/different. Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Well, let's get right into it. We've got some breaking news.
Jaylen Brown, no longer a member of the Boston Celtics. He has been traded to the Philadelphia 76ers.
In exchange for Paul George, 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks. Wow. Paul George, Jaylen Brown, and some picks. Not sure how to take that. Paul George should be pretty decent if he can stay healthy in Boston, and certainly Jaylen Brown with the Sixers, that adds a little punch to what they have.
I know there's two schools of thought. As somebody that wanted the Spurs to figure out a way to get Jaylen Brown to San Antonio, even though I knew that it was a long shot and probably not in their long-term plans, and it's not like the Spurs would do anything dramatic outside of that long-term plan because they don't ever skip steps. You look at that deal, and I imagine there's fan bases across the league saying, that's it? You get one star player, 2 first-round picks, and 2 second-round picks. When a week ago the asking price was the star player and 4 first-round picks. So either Brad Stevens misvalued what the league was willing to do for a Jaylen Brown addition, or he just got tired of being told no and just took the next deal because – it's almost 7 o'clock in the East, and he's got dinner reservations. Well, I don't know.
I think that's exactly right. I think Boston realized they couldn't have Jaylen Brown back. It just wasn't going to be a fit. There was too much bad blood there. They had to trade him. They weren't going to get what they were asking for, and so they tried to make the best of it. They get a Paul George, who is a good player when he's healthy. And you get a couple of first-round picks. I don't know what those will be, and a couple of second-rounders. So not nearly what they were asking for to begin with, but they get Jaylen Brown off the books and into Philadelphia.
But could you imagine for a moment, because I think there's a lot of you out there that are doing exactly what I'm doing. So we couldn't have found a way to trade De'Aaron Fox and 2 first-round picks? The Spurs couldn't have done a similar deal? And I say De'Aaron Fox because if the organization, which has stood by De'Aaron Fox, even though it seems like more than half the fan base is ready to punt on the dude, but a guard-heavy team, he was tradable. And that contract that's kicking in kind of matches up to what you would be taking on with the Jaylen Brown. So it's not like it would be this dramatic financial burden if you're trading the Fox contract for the Jaylen Brown deal. It just feels like I thought Boston was going to get a lot more. And Philadelphia isn't known for doing deals where it's like, man, they screwed over Boston in this deal.
I think so, too.
I think Philadelphia, I think Jaylen Brown is a better player than Paul George, and the 2 first-round picks are likely to be in the 20s because Philly is still going to be good, and so is Boston. And then if you're Boston, you just helped one of the teams you are likely to face in the playoffs get better, and he's going to have revenge on his mind if they do match up in the postseason.
Well, I don't think there's any question about that. And you'd have to say just right now, Philadelphia wins that trade going away.
Yeah.
I mean, they do. Again, Paul George is a great player when he's healthy. The problem is his health. And that's the thing. But for Philadelphia to get a Jaylen Brown to match them up, and obviously Philadelphia's got a player that's injured as well, and Joel Embiid. But they've got some good pieces there. And you add a Jaylen Brown, a guy that can score and take a little heat off an Embiid. Boy, I tell you what, I think Philly wins that trade. And look out for the 76ers this year.
The idea that, I mean, if this were Paul George 5, 6, 8 years ago, but at this stage of, I don't know. Now, the 2028 first-round pick, according to Shams, could convert from a first to a swap that is more favorable to Boston. 2031 unprotected Philadelphia first. 2028 second round most favorable of the Golden State, OKC, or Milwaukee pick. And who gives a damn about the second-round picks, to be honest with you?
Doesn't matter.
Right? I mean, again, it just feels like Boston just got fleeced, which, again, either there wasn't enough interest in Jaylen Brown, which surprises me, or the initial asking price was so much that teams moved on, and if Brad called back, they were like, no, we moved on, and Philadelphia just fleeced them.
Well, and think about Philly's backcourt now with Tyrese Maxey and Jaylen Brown. That's a pretty good backcourt.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. And they again, up and coming with VJ Edgecombe there, and again, Joel Embiid. It's a good move for Philly.
Well, and I'm looking at, and again, sometimes trying to make sense, and we all do comps. Like the other day, John Morant gets traded and there's no picks involved. How? What were the details off the top of your head of the Walker Kessler trade earlier today? I mean, it feels like he got more than,
Utah fleeced Kessler. Utah. Yeah, Utah fleeced the Lakers. Yeah.
I mean, 4 unprotected or 2 unprotected first-round picks. It just feels like Kessler got more.
And 2 swaps.
Right? I mean, Walker Kessler on a trade market gets more than Jaylen Brown on a trade market?
Well, the difference is, Jason, in my mind, is that everybody knew Boston was desperate. So you've got more of say-so in the negotiations in that thing. There's no way they could have brought Jaylen Brown back. It would just not have worked, and I think every team in the NBA knew that. Philadelphia certainly knew that, and they said, okay, this is what we'll do, and take it or leave it. And so, obviously, Boston took it, and we have that. So, I think that bridge had been blown up between Boston and Jaylen Brown.
I mean, clearly, I'm just surprised, even with it blown up, that Boston didn't get more for him. And, again, I understand the Spurs fit in everything that this organization does. But it's hard for me not to sit here, like I'm guessing a lot of you stuck in traffic right now heading home going, the Spurs couldn't have come up with a package similar or even better to add a player like Jaylen Brown? I just, for that cost, I was ready for whenever Jaylen Brown was traded going, yeah, there's no way the Spurs would ever have done that. And my initial reaction is, really?
Well, I don't think the terms were that if the Spurs made a phone call. The terms when they made that phone call were a hell of a lot different than when Philly did, I think. And so maybe that's the difference, maybe it's not. Now, if the Spurs would have waited and been patient, if that was somebody they were really interested in, then maybe they could have gotten a better deal like that. But if they were looking just 2 days ago, it was the price was a lot higher for Jaylen Brown than it was today.
Well, sure, but you look at what Philadelphia, they added Dean Wade, right, from Cleveland, somebody that I thought San Antonio should be looking at. Mm-hmm. You've got Joel Embiid. You mentioned Maxey. You got Edgecombe, right? Boston just made Philly a serious contender in the East.
Oh, without a doubt.
And Boston isn't near as good with the Paul George. All right, I mean, I hope we find out later that there's another player or two that could be involved in that deal. I'm really surprised that Philly was able to get this kind of a steal because it felt like that's what they just did. They just robbed Boston.
Well, I totally agree. And obviously Philadelphia wins that trade. Jaylen Brown's going to make a huge difference on that team. Now everybody's talking Toronto and the New York Knicks. You got to throw Philly in that mix now too when you're talking about the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
Because they've just stepped up and gotten a player that's going to make a huge difference for that team. And you talk about Jaylen Brown wanting to be one of the major pieces of a team. Not that this is his team because Joel Embiid is there and Tyrese Maxey is there, but he certainly fits into an all-star group, if you will, with those two guys and then the up-and-comer with VJ Edgecombe. So a hell of a move for Philadelphia today.
You know, when you think about the locker room, and Barstool just tweeted out, Jaylen Brown now on the right side of Joel Embiid flopping. Remember we went to that live stream right after and was complaining about Philly and all the flopping that they did?
Yeah, yes.
Now they're teammates, right?
Now it's okay. They can flop.
Well, I mean, it is bizarre. I'm not as disappointed as I probably sound that he's not coming to San Antonio because that's somebody that I really did think would be awesome here. I'm just surprised at the trade compensation when it's all done. And I imagine there are a lot of fan bases going, really, that's it? And I imagine Boston Celtics fans have to be pissed at this deal. That's all you got for a Finals MVP? I mean, you think about Giannis was a Finals MVP and what the trade compensation was for there. Hell, Kawhi, a Finals MVP, and what the trade compensation was there.
Again, none of those teams were desperate, though. Boston made it clear they're desperate.
I mean,
so you're going to hold out. You're going to hold out for what you want. Nobody takes it, and you've got Jaylen Brown back, and you've got a problem in your locker room.
Yeah.
So they were desperate, and they had to get it done, and that's the best offer, I guess, that anybody came up with, and that's what they go with.
I'm with you. Now, the other part, I think anytime you talk about Philadelphia in their collection of superstars, if healthy, they could be really, really good.
Yes.
If healthy. This is going to be great, if healthy. And maybe that's what Boston is banking on. Those boys are never healthy.
They're never healthy. No. Interesting day today, is it not? I mean, my goodness, and it's been an interesting 2 days when you're talking about the players you mentioned all being traded away. Man, I tell you. And then you still got LeBron James out there looking for a home.
Mm-hmm.
And that ain't going to be San Antonio either.
Nope.
Damn it.
Oh, now you're pissed?
I'm pissed.
Bronny has earned it.
Can you hear the sarcasm?
Can we get this sunk into retirement now?
Yeah, well, LeBron, you ought to think about that, buddy. Although he needs that farewell tour and that documentary. So
yeah, he does.
He's got one more year left. It's been a fun couple of days, that is for sure. And I have a feeling the fireworks are not over. And I say that knowing the 4th of July coming up here very, very quickly. We'll talk a lot more about what happened here in San Antonio with Tobias Harris, the breaking news with Jaylen Brown. Well, we want to hear from you as well. And we've heard from a lot of you, and we appreciate your comments, whether it's on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page or the old-fashioned way on the phone. You can get Jason on Twitter at Jason Minix, me at Joe Ryan Eagle 210. However you want to do it, you do it. This is America. And the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Hey, Team USA playing tonight. They will, they're going with Bosnia and Herzegovina. They're going to take them on tonight. 7 o'clock, the best place to go see that is at Novo Brewery. I'm going to tell you what, this place has really become the World Cup watching headquarters here in San Antonio. I don't know if there is a better place. You go in there, you got fans that are just going nuts for this World Cup. They really are. And with the United States playing tonight, I mean, my goodness, it's just going to be crazy in there. So if you want a good party atmosphere on a Wednesday night, get into Novo Brewery. That's the place to go watch any World Cup matchup. Doesn't matter who's playing, but especially when Team USA is. Look, they've got 80+ feet of massive video walls. There's not a bad place in the house. In fact, every goal kind of feels like you're right there on the pitch with the players. They've got craft beer. They've got that hard kombucha on tap. You need to try that if you haven't tried it. And they got a food lineup that is crazy good. It really is good. It's fantastic. Everything from wings to burgers to sandwiches to ribeye steaks. And the picanha skewers, that's my go-to. I love those things. Order it every time I am in Novo Brewery. They got a full bar there as well, so anything you want, they can whip that up for you. And look, if you have to take the kids, can't find a babysitter tonight, take the kids. They've got an indoor play area there. The kids can entertain themselves while you're watching Team USA kick Bosnia's butt tonight. That's what you can do. And if the wife or significant other wants to go shopping, well, they can do that as well. It's attached to North Star Mall, and when I say that, you can get in Novo Brewery from the mall, but you can also get in. They've got their own entrance on the Rector Street side of North Star Mall. You just park and you walk right in. They're open late hours as well. Go check them out. If you haven't been there, you need to get in there. It is a great place. NovoBrew.com is how you can check it out before you go. NovoBrew.com. That's N-O-V-O Brew.com.
Got a buddy who thinks he knows baseball? Perfect. On Rangers game days, prove it with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger you think will launch it out of here. He hits one, you and a friend are headed to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now, you've got tickets and hotel. Yeah, you're making a night of it, and your buddy's buying the first round. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Call your shot and win the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
This 4th of July, celebrate America's 250 years of freedom with bangin' deals at Fireworks. Get buy two, get one free on 500-gram aerials and reloadable artillery shells. Visit aahfireworks.com or Fireworks Megastore, 13022 Petranco Road.
Fresh paint inside, fresh flowers outside. Summer at your house is looking good. During July 4th deals at Lowe's, buy one, get one free. Select interior paint via mail-in rebate. Plus, get two 1.5-gallon red, white, and blue annual hanging baskets for just $15. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 7/8. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See store at Lowe's.com for details and requirements. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
When snack time calls, Pork Rinds answers. Be your own crunch time hero with Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. Skip the chip and go straight for the ultimate crunch that's low carb, high protein, and loaded with bold flavor. We're talking sweet barbecue or hot honey. Yeah, it's that good. Snack smarter, crunch harder. Stock up on Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at HEB or head to porkrinds.com. Make Southern Recipe your crunch time hero.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
This game is getting exciting, Jason. 2-2 Belgium and Senegal in extra time, and they just went to a review. Not sure exactly what they're reviewing, but
there
they
was
just
a
went
penalty.
to a review.
Yeah, they're reviewing a penalty, and I believe there was a penalty.
Senegal's
and based
not
on
happy.
the Senegal reaction, Belgium is happy.
Yeah, Senegal's not happy. Guys holding their heads.
It's a foul.
Oh, my goodness.
The VAR penalty says foul.
Oh, my goodness. Now, does that mean they get a penalty kick?
Well, yes.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Yeah, we are soccer experts here on the Blitz.
Yeah.
Soccer expert Joe Reinigle over there. I am soccer expert Jason Minix. Now,
yes.
Now, here's what's important. There's 121 minutes expired in this game. So we are in basically stoppage time of the extra time. If Belgium makes this free kick, this basically is a walk-off game winner type situation because they score here, then there's no penalty kicks. I mean, we're seconds away from this thing going to PKs, and the referee goes to video to call a foul.
Whoa, and one of the Belgian guys, you see him, he had his finger.
Well, it was
Senegal had his finger in the ref's face.
He did.
He might get a tech for that.
I know. So let's see what happens here on the penalty kick. And again, the winner of this game will get Team USA in the next round. Oh, the Senegal guy's already crying. Or did he get hurt pointing at the referee?
I don't know.
Oh, there's a little pushing and shoving.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we almost have a baseball fight.
Wow.
Yeah, that 25 in green.
Number 6 is down for Senegal.
Well, yeah.
I don't know what happened to him.
Well, he's emotional.
He get poked in the eye?
I don't know what happened to him. I mean, he was standing there and then he went down to the ground.
I don't know what happened.
I mean, they're delaying
maybe
the
there
inevitable.
was somebody reached over and kind of hit him in the package. I mean, it looks like he got hit in the nuts. I mean, the way he fell down.
Maybe he did. Maybe he's delaying. So the guy that's about to take the free kick has more time to think about the pressure that is on this kick that essentially would end the game. Oh, you know what? Let's see. Number 6, let's see. He backs up into him.
He grabbed his crotch.
I know, he pulled a Reinigle, and he's saying, dude, I got elbowed in the
he elbowed in the crotch.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you,
Now he's down.
the way that dude was laying down and crying.
They got to bring out the stretcher.
Would have happened to all of us.
Does the magic spray work in that area?
I don't know. You'd like to try it, though, wouldn't you, in that area?
I love the reaction like 5 seconds later after the little elbow.
Well, it takes a minute, Pledge. You've been hitting there before. It's a delayed reaction.
It's
not really.
not.
It's almost instant.
I don't know.
I mean, you
Sometimes
almost
it's a
double
delayed
over
reaction
when it's about to happen. Ain't no delayed reaction. You get hit in the jewels. There's no thinking about what just happened.
Dude, I'm telling you. It has happened to me before.
All right, Fletch, duck down a little bit. I'm not even going to try to say that dude's name, but he's got the kick of his life right now.
Well, the keeper he's got no. He's locked in.
He's locked in.
The keeper is locked in.
We got to check his water bottle to see what the scouting report is like on this guy, on where he goes on his penalty kicks.
Is he reading his water bottle?
Number 8 in your program. This is the game. Belgium with a penalty kick here. We're in extra time. 124 minutes. There's the kick, and it's in. He made it.
That's it. Wow. Boy, Senegal's got to just feel terrible.
They were up 2-0, and Belgium scored in the 85th minute, and then again in the 88th minute, and now they win it at 125. And I say win it. After the long celebration, they still have some soccer to play because there will be stoppage time here. But this is incredible. What a collapse by Senegal.
Oh, it's not sudden death?
No.
So they still have to play?
Well, they still have to play. They got to regroup, and then they'll play until the ref is bored and blows the whistle and says game over.
Look at that dude that kicked the ball. He was like, I got this dude.
Well, yeah, because the goalkeeper guessed wrong. He
did.
And...
Ooh, right in the right corner. See, he says,
and then he runs off like never a doubt.
He's like Sean Elliott. I told you. Memorial Day miracle when he made that shot. I told you.
I
love that.
And Belgium fans were thinking it was over, booked their return trip home. Senegal fans crying in the crowd.
You're right. They're still playing.
Well, of course they're still playing.
How much
Soccer expert. They haven't put it up there yet. They haven't told us how much more time. Although Senegal quickly on the attack, but Belgium with a nice clear.
Well, I mean, if I'm Senegal, I'm let's go. You got to go all out here. 6:20, it looks like is how much we have. That's what it said on the scoreboard.
No, you get the plus and then the number that we've played 6 minutes of extra time. Oh, there's a big shot, but
they played a hell of a lot more than that. We're at an hour and 26 minutes.
Well, yes, it's 6 minutes more after the stoppage time. So the extra time, not stoppage time, the extra time is 30 minutes on top of the – so they go, what was it, 97 minutes. And so we still have, of the 30 minutes.
We're there at 30 minutes.
Well, that's from 90. You got to go from 97 minutes.
Okay, well, there it is, 30 minutes. That's 127.
And they're about to put the stoppage time up.
All right.
They're in stoppage. They don't count the stoppage time at the end. Like 45 doesn't go to 56. You still start in the 45th minute in the second half. Same for overtime. You're still starting from 90 minutes even though you played to 96.
Then why aren't they
30 minutes?
Then why aren't they showing a stoppage time with what you just said, Pledge? This game was over and that last goal didn't count because they would have gone to 120. But the game went to 97 minutes, and the clock kept rolling, and then they started the extra time. It was over an hour. There's still time in regular. I have no idea how much time left in regulation.
Why don't they put up that little red box?
Not yet.
Well, I know, but they need to.
They need to help us all out. Because, Eagle fan says they're adding 4 minutes, whatever that means.
All right. Well, I don't know that, and unless his TV's way ahead of ours, which is a possibility, I guess.
Or he's listening to the commentary.
Or he's doing that.
Yes.
Well, is this on Fox?
FS1.
What the hell?
What do you mean, what the hell?
Well, put up the red box.
It's not time for the red box. It's not time for the red box.
They're irritating the hell out of me here. I'm telling you.
We're soccer experts.
Get off my lawn. Yes. I mean, that should have been the end of it, that penalty kick. I mean, it really should have been because it's in overtime.
But it's not sudden death. There's no golden goal.
Holy cow.
Exactly.
That's the golden goal, huh?
Well, in the old days, yes, that would have ended it.
Yeah, okay.
But we're not in the old days. It's the modern time where you play till time, and then you go from there.
Get with the times, Joe.
Yeah, well, I'm trying. This is like the first time I've been interested in soccer in my whole life, so I'm trying to figure this stuff out.
We're trying hard. I mean, to give you guys an idea, I'm going behind the curtain. I hope I'm not telling on you too much, Joe.
I don't give a damn.
See, Joe was in Mexico not long ago, and he was drunk in a pool with a dude from England.
Yes.
And they've been texting back and forth soccer knowledge. And the dude from England, I can't say what he was actually saying when England was losing, but he's texting Joe like they're besties now about the soccer game. So Joe's having to pay attention to England just to keep up his relationship with his friend that he met in the pool while drunk in Mexico.
All I did, I said, congrats on the win today, and he gives me back, F me, that was a scary game. And he wished us good luck tonight against Bosnia. So there you go.
Best of luck to you, chaps.
Yes. He talks like that. He does. He's a.
I thought he was from England, not Ireland.
He's a fun well, I don't know where he's from.
Why do all your foreign accents sound like Ireland?
Isn't that the same thing?
No. So, not even close.
He lives just outside of London. He was telling me. So
you going to go visit?
Yeah, you never know.
You
Manchester?
Might. He said, Senegal with a shot on goal. It doesn't make it. It got blocked by a defender.
I still don't know how much time we have. So I don't know. Should I get excited?
That ball knocked the dude down like it was a bowling pin.
Well, yeah. Now there's going to be more time put
on.
Of course.
Of course, there's more time.
See,
it's soccer.
This game could go on forever.
Not forever.
Is this going to delay the start?
Handball. It's a handball. A handball. If they either called it or there's going to be a review, but Senegal is going to get a chance at a free kick.
Look,
the question is, was he in the box? He wasn't. He was just outside the box. But
so
they
if
might
you're in
be
the box, you can use your hands.
Well, no. But it depends on where the kick is going to be. If it's inside the box, then it's 1-on-1 with the goalie. He was just outside the box.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm impressed, Minix.
Soccer expert.
Wow, look at this.
All right.
It is going to be a penalty kick.
What do you think I'd be? I'm lying to the people?
Now Belgium's all upset. They're like, oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Well, things are tight in Belgium.
Wow.
So now we're at 131 minutes.
So he's not inside the box.
No.
So
they got to be 10 yards away.
So the whole team can line up.
They got the wall that they're building there to the left, and 17 is likely the one that will take this kick. And there's the kick.
Oh, way over the net.
I mean, look, his best impression of Brandon Aubrey wearing that 17 jersey, and if he played football, not football, that would have been a good kick. Instead, he just wasted the opportunity, and the game is over.
Well, now, why is the game over?
Well, because the referee decided it's time for orange slices, and it says final on the screen.
Well, I get that, but they never put up the red box.
They never did. They never did.
Joe really wanted that red
Senegal loses to Belgium. Belgium with 3 late goals. An incredible comeback. A bad beat.
A bad beat. And that was a bad kick, dude. Really was. Sailed over the net.
Eagle fan says, don't quit your day job, fellas. You don't think San Antonio FC is going to call us to get some real entertainment in their broadcast booth?
They might.
I mean, it doesn't get better than that.
Dude, I feel, you feel bad for, Senegal. They're laying there crying. They're upset.
Wow.
I mean, they blew a lead.
YouTube says the Senegal Spurs.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, well, if the shoe fits.
Fred says, someone get Joe a red box for Christmas.
Yes, please.
Team USA tonight at 7. Minus the Minix and Ryan Engel commentary.
Well, and that's too bad because
is it really?
I think people would.
You want us to do a live show commenting on the game that everybody else is watching?
Does that mean I have to work extra?
Yes.
No, then I don't want to do that. Right. No, it'll be fine. It's been a lot of fun these last 2 days, without a doubt. The NBA free agent frenzy with the LeBron James news yesterday, Kawhi Leonard being traded off to Siberia, and now today, the Spurs with Tobias Harris and Jaylen Brown getting traded to the Philadelphia 76ers. So that drama is over. I can't wait to see what tomorrow brings, Minix.
Well, I think tomorrow or tonight, it's all LeBron watch. That's the next big domino to fall in NBA free agency. The fact that the Jaylen Brown trade ultimately did happen, Kawhi happened, Giannis happened a while ago. Where LeBron decides to play is probably the next big domino, and that's going to be more of just reactionary. In the feeling Golden State, I guess Anthony Davis getting traded to Golden State would be the next one, even though reports are the Wizards have no interest in trading him. But if this Golden State geriatric state dream team Golden Girls thing tries to come together, apparently the Anthony Davis part of that's a big deal.
Well, it very well could be. And see, Washington's playing it right, though. We're not trading him. We want to keep him. You don't look desperate. The way Boston looked desperate, and that's why they got screwed on the deal. Unfortunate. What was there? 5 minutes left plus stoppage time in the game when Belgium tied this thing up or scored a couple of goals.
Yeah,
I mean they did it. Bam, bam,
bam,
just like that. And so, that's exciting. That's fun. Now, see if they would score goals. If there would be like 10-9 games.
10-9.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Sure. I mean, generally doesn't happen that way because, it's soccer, but I'm with you.
I get it, but I mean, just the running around the pitch.
So you look at it, I'm looking at the scoring. Senegal, they scored in the 25th minute and the 51st minute. Then Belgium scored it officially in the 86th minute, in the 89th minute, and at 120 plus 5, they scored on a penalty kick to win the game.
Wow. Exciting. Exciting stuff. So England plays Mexico. Alexander and Fred are already saying my friend's team is going down.
Oh, yeah?
And I really don't give a damn, honestly. I hope they do.
Oh, come on.
Well, I don't care if England wins or not. I mean, I watched the first Team USA game with that dude in Mexico in the sports bar there.
And he taught you everything you know about soccer. He's going to be thrilled with this show.
Which is not exactly a whole hell of a lot. Well, he's asleep right now, isn't he? I mean, I don't know what time it is in England
He's
right
your
now.
friend. How old was he?
Dude, I think he was in his 30s.
He ain't asleep then.
No, I'm just saying it's like 11 midnight there. It's late.
That's early.
It's late there. You think he's going to stay up and watch it at 7 o'clock? Bro,
I mean, not
USA
everybody's
starts
like
at 2
you. They
a.m.
want to go to Luby's at 5:30 and then go to bed at 9, Joe.
Well, unfortunately, I can't do that at 5:30 because I'm working.
Well, I know. That was, but if you could, you would. You would have already had dinner.
Maybe I could put that in my contract. I got to get out of here at 5:30 and head to Luby's.
I mean, you'll get told no.
Yeah, well, you're exactly right.
Get that Luann platter.
Pledge, you got a show? Extra Innings with James Pledger is coming up next year on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Be sure and join the Morning Huddle. AJ and Rob, they'll get you started at 6 o'clock with anything that happened overnight. Plus, they'll react to what happened today. And Minix and I will be back to wrap it all up tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Until then, have a great night, everybody.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star is KTFM Floresville and